Hello, and welcome to another episode of Born of Rage. My name is Jonesy, and I will be your storyteller this evening. We are the Untold Stories Project, a small band of misfits and hooligans who like RPG stuff, and especially like to shine a light on some of the lesser or smaller games that are out in the market. In this case, we were focusing on Vampire's Little Brother. It's not nearly as popular, but still very well loved. Uh, as I
Eric.
mentioned, my name is Jonesy. With that, we're going to go ahead and meet our players.
Hi, I'm Alex, and I will be playing the role of Darren, who is a Get Fenris Alrune, who last episode got to pop a silver bullet into a renegade werewolf that was trying to break the veil. So that was super exciting.
A silver bullet?
Well, there was probably like a lot of silver bullets, but you can't make your point with just one.
I'm Liz. I will be playing Naga. She is lupus born and still does not like being human, no matter what life throws at her. I still hate it.
To be fair,
Thanks.
we hate it too.
I like it. It's pretty fun.
I don't like being human.
I'm Travis. Okay. I'm Travis. I play Oliver, the PAX local Metasporn. It means I was born to two Garu parents who were very not following the rules. Oliver grew up within Garu society. I kind of see him as the PAX connection to that part of things. And he's a Bonar Theurge. He definitely understands spirits, and his ultimately he's a survivalist when it comes to modern society, but he's also what he knows about human society. He came from Law and Order, which helps because his pack alpha is a special detective or a detective, New York City detective.
Formerly, but yeah.
Former. And I'm Aaron. I will be playing Kennedy. Kennedy was a Irish dancing aspiring champion, and then she had her first change right before she was supposed to compete at Worlds. She's not at all bitter about that. So now she is throwing herself into the life of being a Fianna Galliard and inspiring the pack and shivving people with a clave.
We have so much silver.
So much.
Well,
It's like three of us have some sort of silver on us.
I'm not saying they're setting us up to be an anti-werewolf pack, but it feels that way.
Someone in the pack was going to take the clave.
I'm shocked we have a clave.
So am I, but I wasn't going to let it lay there.
It's on loan. It's only on loan.
I'm aware.
So,
Well,
with that, we do have one more pack member, but he is not being able to join us right now. So with that, as we have mentioned, this is a Werewolf the Apocalypse game, and that is a horror setting set in as part of White Wolf's World of Darkness, which is the umbrella for the various game lines, including Vampire and Werewolf. It is a horror game, so we will be dealing with certain horror elements such as blood, gore, psychological horror, and this season we do have some NPCs that are having trouble adjusting to being werewolves and dealing with the psychological stresses of that. So just want to call that out in case that's a topic that might make you uncomfortable. We do understand. Maybe you'll join us back another time, but if that's something that's not to your liking. A couple other housekeeping things. We are, like I mentioned at the top of the stream, a small independent channel. We do our best to bring what we think is cool and great content to people. With that, anything that you could do to, if you like what we do, we encourage you to spread the word, share the love, let people know what we're doing. It definitely makes it easier for us to bring more content. We have a lot of cool stuff we're trying to plan for later this year and the beginning of next year. So hopefully that will pan out. With that, if you like what we do, share, tell your friends, follow, all helps. If you do decide to give us a sub or gift a sub to someone, we do offer boons, which will allow bonuses to our players, or storyteller if you want to side with the worm on this one, which I won't complain about. But
We will.
with that, our pack has found themselves back in New York City. They actually hail from New York City and are members of the Sept of the Green, based out of Central Park, which is the hidden connection to the wild in a rather normal concrete jungle. Currently, they are acting as the questing pack for the Valkenburg Foundation out of Wyoming, where they help Guru, who are the words help the Guru, where they the Valkenburgs, whose mission is to help Guru who have suffered trauma as part of their shifting and joining the Guru Nation.
Easy for you to say.
Currently, their mission is to find and return a wayward guru by the name of Harold Masters, a member of former member of the Valkenburg. That's one way to put it. Guest of Valkenburg, and he is currently up to no good in New York City. He is using his great charisma to rally up members of the local gang community under his banner, and threatening the Veil, and along with using a lot of his corporate influences he had before his shift to consolidate power and level that power towards the Sept of the Green. So with that, the pack has found themselves on the trail of Harold and the gang known as the Slashers, which take a cue from various horror movies, and are heading to the Bronx, I believe. Is that was last I heard the players were planning on doing?
I think that's where our next hint was.
I believe so.
So with that, the pack is going to be heading south.
Dun, dun, dun.
So how are you planning on traveling there? Are you planning on going by foot, trying to commandeer a vehicle, use the subways?
Let's take a bunch of rage machines and put them in very tight crammed spaces and see how that works.
Plus Naga. Like,
I was gonna say, putting Naga into a big metal tube underground with lots and lots of humans.
Just imagine it's a cave.
I wouldn't go in that cave. I don't want you to do anything. I just don't want to go. Nope.
We can go on foot. It's not that big of a deal.
Sure.
Yeah, so at this point it is rather late in the evening, but it is also New York City. So at no point does the city actually ever shut down.
Right.
So
I've heard worse choices.
Worse choices than having a whole pack of wolves running through the streets of New York City.
We don't have to be wolves.
Well, he was just asking, should we pod?
I mean, if
And
we're
that's what
gonna
he
pod
did.
through the Umbra.
I think he was being punny.
Ah, sorry. Chalk it up to a language barrier.
So how are you're going to go by foot? Are you going? Someone mentioned the Umbra. Are you going to go by?
I did say the Umbra. It is quicker, but it matters what we care about. If we want to go as Lupus, we should go in the Umbra.
Well, that's true.
Any strong opinions there, Darren? All right, cool. Uh, yeah. We shall take the Umbra then. I saw that. I'm like, what's going on?
Oliver has no face.
Woo! Uh, as you open a breach
technology.
into the Weaver's realms. So,
All right. So yes, that sounds like the plan is that we're all going to shift into the Umbra and go Lupus because we can run faster in Lupus than.
Mm-hmm. Is this the next day?
Late that night, I thought.
Got it. Okay.
yes. So earlier in the day, you had met, had an encounter with Harold and at the rather fancy restaurant where things went sideways rather quickly, and the veil was broken.
Yes.
Funny you should mention things going sideways because there was a lot of that too. Yep.
So, Oliver, are you planning on taking point with you guys dice up? Are you-
Likely yes.
And are you planning on taking point as you travel through the Umbra? Are you planning to?
Through the Umbra, yes. Through the actual, once we get there, no. Once we're there and we actually have to step into the real world and start doing things there, I'll hand it over to the New York City police detective who can handle special cases. Oliver's just so excited about his police detective pack, Alpha.
We did tell him that you're on leave, right? He should know what that means. They do it all the time on those stupid shows, don't they? I thought putting them on leave was also how you would see that people do like, oh, look, he's being a bad cop and doing all sorts of things he isn't supposed to be doing. Or maybe I'm just thinking of the movies.
Oh,
Oops.
did it work? Did it work? Are we getting another pack mate? Is he materializing from the Umbra? Yoo-hoo!
I am here. I slept sideways and I just rolled back out. Back.
Happens when you botch. So, does someone want to tell Killian your plan?
We are traveling through the Umbra to get to the part of the city where the slashers are based out of. Because correct.
Okay, that sounds good. Question.
Answer.
Since the slashers think or want to be or fetishize serial killers, does that make the part of the Umbra that they're going to be around extra spooky?
Depends how long they've been there.
Oh, okay, so it is an option.
Yes, absolutely is an option. It also depends if they're supernaturals.
Well, the other ones weren't, were they? No, they weren't because he wet himself when he transformed.
It's true.
Well, sounds good to me. We should be a quick in and out.
Let's go.
Gaia herself could not make anything go wrong with this plan.
Yeah,
Are you implying that we are 3 days from retirement?
I mean, as long as nobody here runs in heels, tries to go have sex in another room, or is a minority, we will be fine.
I'm a
been known to
minority in the
run
Garu
heels.
Nation.
I have been known to run in heels. I actually dance in them.
You're about to be tripping in them.
Well, I'm not wearing them right now.
Thank God. Well, when are we leaving?
Well, we were gonna leave a couple minutes ago, and then you showed up.
Yeah, well, I was catching up with my mom. It's fine. Let's just go.
And I don't think I've been running off to go into another room to have sex since, well, not for a while. Anyway, since Via left.
Wow. Was that 2-year dry spell? Sorry.
So
It's been like,
with that, Oliver, will you make the roll to being the packet?
Absolutely. What is
Dear God.
the
end the scene.
what is the note? What is the gauntlet difficulty in the cairn?
Oh, and because you're still in this up the green. Yeah, it's gonna be 5.
Oh, perfect. I get a diff 4 roll.
Woohoo.
4 successes. So I open the door instantly for the pack.
With that, the pack is able to step across. On the emerald side of the Sept the green is the green. It's even at night, the trees seem to be not as muted as you expect them to be. Big bright moon hanging in the sky. From here, you can see the towers of webs and spindles of the weaver all around, and various weaver spirits fluttering back and forth, little blue birds, little bats, Wi-Fi bats, and like shunting back and forth. And you proceed to make your way along.
I will use the gift Umbral Tether, which just leaves a invisible tether for me to follow back if I get lost. Cost me nothing unless I want it to last more than a day.
Cool.
Neat.
Sounds like
And do I notice that the thing right that says it is a Fairage moon?
Should not be half moon. The crescent one's a little bit thinner than that.
Okay, got it.
Aaron, there's a full moon behind you. God bless the Umbra.
So
Sadly, you do not get rage back from looking at a picture of the moon on the internet.
So with that, the pack heads off.
No, technically the only person that can see it is me, and I leave like a little like literal thread, silver thread behind me.
Silver cord.
Yep, similar to those who know Vampire Auspex or the ability to Auspexing using Auspex 5 does a similar thing. But this one is only visible by me.
Neat.
Yeah. It works no matter how deep you go into the Umbra.
Handy.
It's just expensive if you spend more than a day.
Yeah.
So with that, the pack has gone off, and you are navigating through the umbral scape of New York City. It is very unusual for you, Oliver. You've never seen this much weaver in any one place, and at this point, you haven't spent enough time in the Umbra to really take in just how expansive it is. You've been quick jaunts here and there so far.
Inside buildings or around buildings.
Yeah. So now you're actually walking on the main thoroughfares of the city. A lot of the city is, especially around this part, kind of bleeds through into the Umbra. You see the remnants of the buildings, various ghostly shadows of people walking by, things like that. Just the various hints of life on the other side. Like I said, most of the buildings look like they're made out of a combination of webs and threads and steel and glass on the side.
Mhm.
So for you, Naga, this looks very unnatural. So Are you going to be keeping an eye out for anything particular, or
Anything dangerous? I'm not super worried about unless they're like super obvious and awful worm-ish spirits or white weaver-ish spirits. Mostly it's just traveling.
okay? As the pack travels down south to the southern ends of Manhattan, you see various spirits here and there skittering around. Most of them of the crawly variety, lots of spiders, things like that. As they carry back and forth data packets and stuff like that, as internet traffic and various Weaver traffic is kind of going around the city that you're in. You see the little shiny blue birds that kind of we've come to realize are messages and internet tweaks going back and forth as you travel south. You do occasionally see other things kind of lurking in shadows here and there, banes, things like that, depending on how far off the main roads you go.
Mm-hmm. I mean, generally the Cuckoo's Way is the main road, so we just don't have to deal with traffic.
Yep, or people.
Any sign of fake cats?
No sign of fake cats.
That's definitely something that Kennedy's keeping her eyes open for.
I would imagine. So with that, you do occasionally see other little creatures scurrying around. And at one point you see a small cluster of little tiny beady little eyes peeking out at you from the shadows. And your best guess is probably a pack of rats or something.
Oh, neat.
Occasionally you see other street spirits, and as you're going around you see a little shambling mound of debris just kind of bubble and floater in on the side. And as it does, and then as you're kind of going down, you actually see the whole. It looks like it's in a dumpster, and the whole dumpster kind of jerks a little bit, and it swells, and it kind of perches up on the edge as this wave, but freezes like a frozen wave of debris and trash. Just kind of stops at the edge of it instead of spilling out.
Oliver stops.
That seems of note.
Is that a thing we should be worried about?
No, this is a spirit of the Great Trash Heap.
You're
I
making
don't
that
think
up.
I'm familiar with that one.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm in fact related to this breed of spirit.
No, you're not. You're really...
I mean, can't say the resemblance isn't uncanny.
Wait, there it is.
Look, just
But
because
really,
you have
no.
psoriasis doesn't mean you're a trash goblin, Oliver.
No, but
have
really-
some self-faith.
No, but really,
Mm,
at some point back in my history, my family has a relation to the Great Trash Heap as a spirit heritage. It's a thing.
That is insane.
I'm going to walk over to the trash spirit. I'm going to reach into my bag, pull out let's see, a box of matches, and like pick out like a couple dozen, or like a dozen used ones, and just kind of toss them in.
Thank you.
Darren, you seem confused.
You know what? Everything I've learned about this world is insane. So, as you were.
Darren, I have a question for you. If you were a spirit of trash, what would you want?
I would want to die and come back as something else.
Well, if you couldn't die and come back as something else because you're going to keep coming back as garbage, would you just want to be a bigger garbage pile?
I think I'd want to be a garbage pile made of more valuable objects.
I mean, garbage doesn't care about the value of what's in it. That is human logic about the value.
Maybe I'm just not cut out to be a trash goblin. I'll reach around in my pockets and I'll find a receipt to go throw
Perfect.
into the pile.
Ah, you get it. That's exactly how this works.
Do I need to like write my number on it or something? Is he gonna follow us around?
No, it's just a spirit. It's not a lost puppy.
Look, I don't know how this works.
Mm,
This is whack. Whack is
How are
the
you-
only adjective I can use to describe this.
How are you doing, Trash Heap?
well,
He's a trash heap. What do you mean? How's he doing?
Shoot.
Spirits have feelings.
Darren, let me put it this way. Do we want the trash heap to be angry with us, or would we rather be happy that we're here?
Darren is having trouble computing right now.
You can either join the trash heap or praise the trash heap, and I don't want to end up in the dumpster.
You can be
Maybe-
neutral to it.
Darren.exe is reloading.
Kennedy's just gonna put her finger up to Darren's lips. Shh, pretty.
Oliver will pull out an additional thing, which is a literal like leftovers wrapped like a swan in tinfoil, and just also throw it in.
Here, have this pen I stole from a waiter.
Nice.
Kennedy will toss a used subway transfer flip.
That's perfect.
What,
Alright.
So what are you doing here, trash pile?
It's New York. It's like the biggest trash heap in the world. It's like next to like Paris.
Oh yeah, but why is this one alive?
It's New York. Why wouldn't it be?
Oh, it's cute. It's like a little Garbodor.
It's like it's like what is his name? Is it Oscar the Grouch, the one that's in the trash can on Sesame Street?
Yeah.
yes,
someone.
Yeah. Imagine that,
yes.
but if he was made out of garbage.
You have you seen anyone come this way, trash heap?
Are you in the right place?
I don't know. We're in the Umbra. This place is wild.
I just saw a trash heap. I just saw a trash heap that was moving, and I'm like, friend.
Hmm. I see lots of things.
Have you seen anything strange? Anyone throw out anything in, of significance?
I believe so.
Anything that might interest us, Garu?
I think he's asking for a bribe.
Not you, but friends of that one. And he looks over to Darren.
Oh. Apparently, friends of yours threw something out. Would you be willing to trade for it?
Certainly.
All right.
We're getting rolled over on by a trash pile.
He'll. Oliver reach into his bag and pull out a bunch of old mail. For note, anyone looking, it is not his. Will this work?
Certainly.
I'll toss it in.
Pretty sure that's a felony.
Not it's in the trash now.
I mean, it is a
Whatever's
felony,
in the
but-
trash is. It's public property.
Hey,
And then-
remember the last time I went to jail? Worked out well for me.
And with that, you hear a rattling, dang, 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 of something metal hitting metal. And then a few moments later, a little ripple comes rolling up and out of the trash heap. Clink, clink, clink. A gun falls out onto the ground.
Oh, the trash heap's packing.
Apparently, your friends threw this out.
Not friends.
Ah,
Friends would want.
oh.
Was used to kill.
I'll scoop down and pick it up and examine it.
So it looks like a Glock, and looks like the serial numbers have been filed off of it. or attempted
goody.
to file off of it. Filed off of it.
Is the clip full?
No, it is not.
Does it have any ammunition in it?
It does not.
Strange. Does it look like the filing has happened recently?
Relatively. Yep.
I'm going to wager that if someone were to do that sort of fancy ballistics testing, that would match one of the guns that shot at Shadowpad's pack.
You're probably right about that.
If I were a betting woman, which I am, but
Trash heap.
The great trash heap.
The great trash heap. Oh my god. Do you know where they went after they threw this away? Or where they threw this away if it wasn't around here?
Yes.
Do you get around? Is it a thing that?
Every trash heap. Every trash can.
Huh.
Some are more awake than others.
I have many a brethren throughout this region.
Do you know where did you get this? Did they just throw it into you, or?
Yes. And with that, a little piece of paper kind of drifts out of the trash heap, flitters over to you, Oliver.
I open it and look at it.
It looks like a hastily drawn little map
Mm-hmm.
that someone scribbled on a piece of thrown out paper. And there are areas marked with little, like, worm glyphs
Oh,
of places to avoid on your travels.
and do. Thank you very much. I'll hand it over to Darren and be like, "Here, apparently worm shit in these buildings. You probably know the layout a little bit better than I do."
Can I tell
So-
where we are in New York based on the map that he's drawn for us?
Kinda. It's a map of the Umbral area, so it doesn't quite correspond to streets and crossroads, but geographically it has some resemblance as far as like the shape of Manhattan, so you have rough ideas. But it's actually meant as an Umbral map to help you avoid some of the more dangerous spots along the way.
Sweet.
Well, Oliver, why don't you hold on to this? And
I was
since you're-
going to. I
since
just
you're the
was
spirit
showing.
guide.
I was mostly showing you. I will actually show Naga. I'm like, hey, and I'll kind of point out what's going on with the map, and we're like, shit, we should avoid. Also, this is what's nice about having spirit friends.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of trouble throwing anything out at my house now. I think this is where hoarders come from.
Why? You're just feeding the great trash heap.
You know, I don't know. I wonder if some of the stuff I throw away has a deeper spiritual meaning I'm worried about.
I mean, probably does. It depends how much of what it means to you. But people tend to not throw away stuff that's meaningful to them. So, or when they do, by the time they throw it out, it is no longer has the kind of like feel to them that it did previously.
Is the
Spirits
trash-
eat that shit. Spirits love that stuff. The stuff that's like has like emotional, like somewhat like emotional investment or importance to you. They love that stuff.
So when you find the well-worn teddy bear in the trash that used to belong to some child for years and years and years and years, and they finally were forced to throw it out, that's something that a spirit would care for.
Pulls out a well-worn teddy bear.
Like
Ugh,
that one.
that's
Puts
a
it back
sad
in his
thought.
bag.
Oliver, are you a trash heap?
No, I
Related.
have spirit shimage in a bag.
I already explained this part.
Is
I am not a
everything in
trash
your-
heap. I'm just related to them.
Is
Yeah,
everything in
that-
your bag a trash heap?
No, there's one new item.
Hmm.
It's an unopened can of tennis balls.
All right, can we just go like beat up some gangsters now? I feel like I need to go beat up some gangsters.
I will thank Trash Sheep, and then we will go on our way.
Awesome. So you guys, the pack gets back on its path and continues heading down. You get to the edge of Manhattan, and there's a giant copper and brass-looking web stretching over a body of water.
Well, that's strange.
Fortunately, not something you see every day.
How strange is it?
Well, in terms of like, well, let's go with this. I've never seen a major city like this with a river going through it, so it could be perfectly normal. There's only like maybe 8 or 10 cities that are this significant in the United States.
In the world.
Could it be a reflection of the sewage system?
Jonesy, what could it be?
You would guess, based on its New York City, and you're heading down, leaving Manhattan, it's probably the Brooklyn Bridge.
Oh, God. I thought it was like the entire riverbed
No,
was
no,
covered.
no.
Okay, got it.
So,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
so-
Brooklyn Bridge. I'm sorry. I apologize. I misunderstood the what the setting was.
Very good.
It's all good. I wouldn't have known. You could have told me it was anything.
I mean, you should see the Statue of Liberty.
I'm not gonna fact
Suppose
check you.
Supposedly,
Really
it's.
thinking that, like, I feel like I should go and take a look at that in the Umbra. I don't know that I ever have.
I mean, I'm shocked that if I'm betting that if we looked hard enough, we could find every major skyline building within the Umbra.
Look, I saw Ghostbusters too. I'm cool. Let's just go.
Ghostbusters?
Just don't worry about it. Just never cross the streams with her.
You'd love it, Naga. It's great.
So with that, you make your way across. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I didn't know if maybe I misheard a question or something I
nope.
cut off.
Darren will elaborate on the joys of Bill Murray and how he's pretty sure it's cross species on the walk across the Brooklyn Bridge. Okay.
And then he didn't want to do a third one, and he made Garfield instead, and everybody was very upset.
Then he made Zombieland, made up for it.
You're all insane. The new movie was better.
So with that, you make your way across, and you're heading down towards the where the slashers tend to congregate. At least according to Darren's word on the street and Oliver's word on the Killian's word on the street. As you're going along, you start hearing clack 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 of metal, kind of ringing off a stone.
I'm gonna look around.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
So with that, I'm going to need checks from everyone. Can you go ahead and give me a perception and alertness check?
And everybody make sure you're in the right form, because I forgot.
Difficulty 6.
Difficulty will be 6, yes.
All right. One.
Nice. 4.
Div 6. What is it? Is it sight or hearing or smell?
Sight.
Okay. 2.
I also got 2.
I got
Sweet.
a big fat loading. 2.
I have 4.
Sweet. So with a 4, you quickly spot them. The rest of you spot them after Naga points them out. But from one of the shadowy sides of the road that you're on, over near the in the Umbra, the webbing in one of the buildings was kind of torn away, and out comes 3 metallic spider-like creatures. They seem to be about a foot to 1.5 feet in size. Each of them have the 8 legs. The legs are actually made out of blades, and the bodies of the spiders themselves appear to be metal, but they look like they're rusted and bent and mangled somewhat.
Oh boy.
Does
Oh, oh.
anyone recognize
Oliver,
this?
why are there robots in the spiritual place?
Welcome to the Weaver.
You've seen little spiders before.
Yep, these are the Rig Brothers.
Oh, these are much bigger than what I am used to.
Yep.
Is it hostile?
This is your tribe specialty.
Oh, good.
About a 50-50. It generally falls to like 60-40 for the Glasswalkers.
If we
Right,
kill
good
it, can
luck.
we harvest it for information?
Probably not.
Mm-mm.
So as the couple, like I said, there's 3 of them kind of came out. One of them kind of takes the point, which is the one that you heard clanking along.
Did you ever watch The Terminator?
Yeah.
Imagine the temperament of the Terminator.
And it kind of twitches its little what it passes for its little head over to you, and as it does, its little mandibles open up, and as they open up, they look like they're razor sharp.
Oh, hell.
Hello, in spirit speech. Should we leave? Would that be okay? Guys start
Yes.
moving backwards.
It kind of hisses a little bit. Now, Killian, you've seen some spiders and stuff like that around, but you've never seen ones quite like this. Like I said, these ones seem to be rusted and corroded, and most of the ones you've seen look like they're
New.
new or shiny, or like, in some cases, like new off the factory, like just issued off the factory floor, chrome and glass.
So this one is either very neglected or old reliable that kills everything. And that's another 50-50.
Or just a different type of spirit.
Huh? Oliver, does it respond or is it just hostile to us?
Nope, just hissing.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna pull out a USB stick from my jacket.
There you go. Good thinking.
There you go. There you go. I watch from the best. I will offer it up in terror
Just throw it to it.
as tribute.
See if it works.
It scurries forward a little bit, and actually now it scurries forward, it kind of raises up its front legs a little bit. You can actually see that some of the limbs of it don't match the other ones. It looks like 3 of the limbs have been replaced,
Oh,
and the replacements you've seen, because when it raises its front up a little bit, it's got like a cloth leather kind of interior underside. It looks like it actually has taken one of those gloves from one of the slashers and repurposed it as replacement limbs.
would you call this a broken object in terms of what it would normally be?
Are you letting?
Or is this just kind of a different form of spirit?
I would call this a corrupted spirit.
Perfect.
So you threw the little USB stick to it?
Yeah.
Clack, 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 clack. And with that, its little legs, 2 of them frontwards, gonna clack, 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 scoot the little data stick towards it, the USB.
Is there anything on that?
No, it's blank.
Okay, good.
Might have a movie or two, but it's blank.
That's fine. Well, I did neglect to tell you what giving stuff like that does. It kind of gives them like essence, which is kind of like how they eat and their fuel. It's like food, but it works similar to hard gnosis. It kind of fuels our abilities to do stuff.
Oh,
So,
So you just powered it up.
Congratulations, you made it
like
longer.
only a little bit. Only a little bit.
So
yeah,
with that,
murder spider is running on a copy of Legally Blonde.
It's probably running. It's probably running on a copy of Friday the 13th from the look of it.
Wrong movie. That. Never mind.
How
That's
would,
the claw.
Right.
How would
That's
this-
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, you're right.
What's that movie with the robots that attack the mall?
Dropping Mall.
so
It's
Maybe?
all-
Stop making references the Naga can't understand. I'm still waiting for the directive. Do we attack it? Do we run? Do we what?
I'm waiting. I'm mostly waiting to see,
Is
For
it
what?
gonna kill us?
See what?
but I'm mostly thinking we haven't been able to give Jonesy a inward edgewise.
So with that, it latches onto the little USB, and it kind of goes back, and the three of them kind of all line up against each other and start like they're like you hear clicks and clacks as they seem to be communicating amongst each other. So
Are
you
we in
have
the
a
right part of
choice.
town?
You have a choice. They seem you can either just ignore them and wait and see what they do, or you can try to continue on, or
Are we in the right part of town?
you're getting close.
Okay.
You guys want to try to shimmy around?
We can leave the Umbra off in that in one of these alleys over here while they're distracted. Which is probably the best idea.
Seems reasonable.
Cool. Let's do that. We start going towards an alley.
Okay. So if you go over to an alley, and you're gonna lead them across again.
What was that?
Are you gonna lead them across again?
Yeah, I'm gonna look for a window to the like a window in the real world in the alley, or like some sort of even shitty reflective surface, and see if I can't cross there.
So as you make your way across, what are the rest of you doing?
I am following Oliver.
I was gonna say, letting him lead us across.
Well, I mean, was anyone keeping an eye back behind you as you make your way across, or
Oh, probably. I mean,
Yeah, I
keeping
scoot back.
keeping
really
an
not
eye on?
feeling safe.
So you
They're
make your
T-Rexes. They don't prey on fear.
so with that, you hear heading your direction again. So apparently, the fact that there was nothing on the thumb drive is what did not go over well.
Oh,
Less
there's a movie.
substantive.
There's a movie.
So, Oliver, will you make me a roll, please, to step sideways?
Absolutely. I will do so. I will also spend a willpower for an automatic success. What is the gauntlet rating here?
Gauntlet here is 8.
Okay. I got 3 successes.
So, as you're looking around to try to find a place to step over and cross, the group of you here.
Oh,
has
so-
been watching from
And- And you see a shadow get cast along the alleyway of what appears to be a rather hulking man carrying a machete.
in the Umbra.
Yes.
Oh shit!
Welcome to the Umbra in all October.
Think about it. How well loved the character is. Of course, there's a reflection. Let's get out of here now, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't want to appreciate him any longer. Let's go.
Wait a minute. Does this mean Santa Claus is real? I need.
Yes.
Now
in the
go.
Umbra. Yeah.
As Oliver's like, mirror there, glass. Yeah, that'll work. Shh. And it echoes again, and you hear crunch as a foot crunches on something on gravel, and crunch of a boot on gravel as you shift into the physical world.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think we probably could take Jason Voorhees, but I'm not really eager to try.
I don't want to try.
You mean the
That's what I just
unstoppable
said.
machine?
Look, we just need to find a bucket of water to dump him in. Everybody knows that.
There's
I
a
mean-
lake back there.
I will point out that we are also monsters out of people's nightmares. So
Yeah,
I think
that's
it would be a
fair.
fairly fair fight. But I don't necessarily want to try it.
No, but you can kill werewolves. You can't kill Jason Voorhees. He has like 12.
Yes, you can. He'll die, just not till, and he'll just come back in the next movie.
Yeah.
Werewolves are the same way. How many times did Larry Talbot die?
Oh, but yeah, Santa Claus does really exist. Not an umbral spirit.
And not pleasant.
Did you ever watch Futurama?
Yeah.
More closely related.
No.
To Santa Bot.
I has watched Futurama.
What? What?
Liz was nodding, and I'm like, Naga has watched Futurama. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oliver probably subjected her to it.
that's probably fair.
So, and the pack materializes in the physical realm. In the
That was
physical
scary.
realm, you are in a rather craptastic part of town. You're in the middle of an alleyway currently. There are many mystery stains across this alleyway.
Smells like home.
There is graffiti on the walls. There's trash all around. There's a rusted out dumpster. And there is some light coming from the road, out in the main road away from you. But it's actually not lamplight.
Mhm.
It seems to be firelight because it's flickering and shimmering against the alleyway. The alley you're in is a dead end alley with a couple of broken fire escapes leading up to some buildings.
I will shift back to Hammond.
Hey, Kellyanne, you're good at sneaking. Why don't you go take a look and see what that is?
Okay. I can sneak. Just gotta work through the trauma. Okay. And I will start tiptoeing my way over.
Wolf or man?
Crap, where is my sneak roll? I'll just have to make a new one. I assume it's Dex plus larceny? That makes
Stealth.
Shh. Okay, what's the difficulty, Jonesy?
What form are you in? What did you try? Did you? Oh, I think that was part of the conversation right before everyone took off. Was when before you joined in tonight. Everyone had shifted to Lupus and they made the run across the city in the Umbra in Lupus form.
I will assume I shifted back into Hamid.
Okay, that's totally fine.
whereas
Only people that have to
Achilles-
roll for is me and her. Me and Naga.
Just
There you go.
shift on them, yeah.
3
with
for every
successes.
Hammond in the group.
4 successes on your stealth.
Yes.
You make your way up to the edge of the alleyway, and peer around the corner. You're kind of in a rundown, like I said, part of the area neighborhood. There's rather a lot of empty houses. There's apartment buildings. There are a couple old beater cars. You know, the kind of that are like, look, the car door is a different color than the rest of the car. Things like that. The fire itself is actually from a car on fire. Someone has lit a car on fire. There are no cops around. There are no sirens. There's no nothing like that. But the car is on fire.
I mean, I'm guessing that's not how that's supposed to look, right?
Depends if you take care of it.
Darren, are we in the bad part of town?
Yes, we are in the bad part of town.
Wait, there's something worse than. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, so much.
Actually, no, this is probably better for you.
This is the part of town where everybody quits pretending to be human.
Arguable.
I mean, she can be a bit more herself here and it won't be out of place.
Well, that part's true, but
We've caught her priorities up into this point.
So yeah, that's what you can see from where you're at right now. You see, like I said, a deserted street, couple bodies on the, a couple abandoned cars, and a car fire going on.
Do we have a location that they were supposed to meet other than just this general area?
You narrowed it down to a couple blocks. There's like a couple warehouses and stuff in this area that you're pretty. No one could give you the exact. It's this warehouse, but they gave you a couple possibilities. They're all right in this, like a couple blocks radius.
All right, team. Well, let's fan out and take a look around.
Sure. Why not?
Everybody bring their orange pumpkins for trick or treating.
Is it Halloween?
I imagine for these idiots, it's Halloween every day.
Were we
Fair
supposed to bring pumpkins?
No.
Oh, okay.
And me without my Halloween themed trash. Left that heap pile back at the dump. Do y'all have any idea how you want to find this place?
I think we just search the area together quietly and listen in for nonsense going on.
Fair enough. Are any of you like? Can't you notice? Like, aren't you like a police detective? Can't you notice gang signs?
I'll look around for gang signs.
Welcome to
yes.
the Streetwise ability.
There's also always the option of letting me go out and be bait and get mugged.
That did work pretty well for us the last time we tried it.
I like that idea. Let's put that on hold.
I feel
I'll
bad.
look around for signs of the street.
So you can make me an intelligence streetwise check.
I saw that on SVU once.
-1 successes. I owe you.
Oh,
a
boy.
success.
And there were no successes there. That's just a notch.
Yeah,
Bless.
I bought.
You're-
From
You're
that day.
pretty
forward.
sure this is the territory of the Jets.
Everybody keep an ear out. You'll be able to hear him snapping from across the street.
Again, the references. Why are you snapping, and how do you even... Never mind.
Just stay golden, Naga girl.
Dance fighting's not a real thing.
I would argue that point.
So,
I know some Brazilian galliards who would disagree with you.
so, uh, so with that, you're out looking around and trying to find Darren's taking point. I'm assuming that the pack stayed together; it didn't split up,
No.
No.
since no one said we're gonna split up. So,
Hey,
So
I've
let's
got
split
an
up,
idea.
gang.
I've got an idea. If we walk around in Hispo form, it'll look like we're movie villains,
No.
and they'll come out to us.
You mean Glabro?
That
This pro would walking around as like dire wolves.
Glabro. Let's go Glabro. We'll look like some cheesy movie monsters, and maybe they'll just come to us.
That feels like a veil breach, but I don't know enough to know if I could say yes, it is.
It's 2:00 at night. We're fine.
so with that, as the group of you are looking around, talking about this plan, you hear click click as someone clearing the chamber on a gun. And exactly what are you doing in our territory?
We will turn around and look at them.
We are paying taxes, good sir.
And behind you is what looks like to be 6 members of the slashers. 2 of which have got guns pointing at you.
Oh, we wanted to return something. Reach into my bag, pull out the silver claw. We found it. We thought it was yours. I'll like offer it out to them.
So one of them says, "Hey, I wonder if these are the guys that Roy's looking for."
That's a weird coincidence. We're the guys looking for Roy.
So in other words, yes, we probably are.
He owes us a favor?
Take us
Did he
to
want
Roy.
to talk to us, or them, him, her? Did he want to talk to them, or did he just want you to shoot them?
And so, what it's worth, I think the wallet should be coming on over, and anything else of value you might have.
I got like a I got like a 50 of Mad Dog.
Darren looks around and the only character that has resource points.
I got like a 50 of Mad Dog if that'll work.
By the way, that was not Aaron laughing. Kennedy was laughing.
I got like a veggie burger, some paper clips,
Look, boys, if
bag of marbles. Did you lose yours?
here's what we're willing to offer you. We won't rip off your heads and shove them into your chest cavities if you take us to Roy.
And one of them from the one that's kind of near the back of the group. Enough of this. Light him up.
I have a
Initiative, please.
pocket burger.
A pocket burger? What's a pocket? Never mind. I don't want to know.
I'm gonna roll for initiative. Because I don't want that answer.
Are you happy to see me? Or is that a burger in your pocket?
Stop!
What's a pocket burger? It's a pocket burger. What more explanation is needed?
I'm sorry, Grimace. I'm not up to code.
I feel like a pocket burglar is definitely more of a hamburger thing than a grimace thing.
Don't quote McDonald's lore at me.
Yeah, Random Gemini's right. It's a pocket burger. What's so hard about that?
It's not the concept I'm having trouble wrapping my head around.
Naga jumps in. Okay, wait a minute. I'm not a guy. Neither is Kennedy. So technically, we're not the
Not
guys
you.
you're looking for.
That was good.
Technically,
As we're
yes.
rolling initiative. I don't know if we're who or what or I didn't see
I,
a initiative tracker.
why is it not popping up?
In my squishy meat bag form, I am very scared.
Oh, change.
I might have to do it the old-fashioned way.
I didn't select my thing because I'm a goob.
I got a 9, because I'm good at that.
I also got a 9. I'm not happy about that.
We're good at that.
I got a 14, so I'm gonna go rip that guy's head off and shove it in the other guy's chest cavity.
I'm good with that plan.
None of us are arguing about that plan.
I made a promise.
And Oliver got a 9.
Do you want me to reroll?
If you'd like, yeah.
I mean, okay.
I mean, you have a good roll. Well, you roll better, so.
It's
hey.
fine.
Are you
Everybody be
sweating?
careful. They probably have silver bullets in those guns.
You shouldn't say that out loud. Now they're gonna switch to them.
I swear to
Oh.
God, old man.
Is Naga still in lupus form?
Probably.
I'm getting
I
hassled by a wolf.
I'm assuming she is if her dex is a 6, but.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we're in the bad part of town. It's not like anyone's gonna call the police on a wolf.
So Naga, the one guy in the back says light him up, which you don't know much human slang, but you do know that means they're going to try to shoot you.
Yeah.
What would you like to do? You and the gang members have initiative.
Oh boy.
There, like I said, there are 6 of them. 2 of them are currently armed with weapons, and then the other 3, so the other 4 are armed with various hatchets, machetes, things like that.
I can only think of like one slasher villain who uses a gun, and that was a really bad movie.
not all of them do, but these guys also pack guns because they're not stupid.
Yeah.
Well, not that stupid.
Not
they're
that stupid.
They're gimmicky, not like inept.
Hey man, if you're gonna have a bit, commit to it. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, do you just want their machetes to have guns attached to them?
I mean,
This is my gun machete.
given a
That's,
choice,
that,
yeah.
that's their rival gang, the Animes.
Right.
So
All right, I'm gonna body tackle the first one closest to me.
The Final Fanta gang.
All right.
So- awesome. So go ahead and make me an attack roll.
Six successes. Oh my god, say that 10 times fast.
I don't want to. I would be really bad at it.
I can't even say it once.
So.
Oh wow, 3 10s in there. Oh boy.
Yeah. So you
Talking about.
Naga, with that, Naga launches herself at one of the guys with the gun.
Yeah.
Would you like to go ahead and roll me some damage? Some, we'll call this strength damage. So
Was that test at diff 10?
was
Div
it?
7, I think.
No,
Oh.
it was
Oh,
7.
7. Okay, that's what. I apologize. I thought it
That's
was
okay.
counting the 10s as 2s.
Attack extra successes, anything?
Yeah. So you got 6 to hit, right? So we'll say
Uh-huh.
five extra.
Cool.
And this is gonna be. We're gonna consider this bashing for this guy.
Yeah. 5.
And with that,
Ouch.
boom, he hits the ground, and you knock the wind right out of him.
Yes.
With that, his buddy, on the other hand, though, shoots.
Oh,
Shoots at you.
rude.
And shoots at Darren.
Asshole.
Yeah, well,
You're the one who threatened to cut off their heads and shove it up their ass.
I said
True,
rip.
you did.
I didn't say cut. I said rip.
Same difference.
Me and Doom
No.
Guy, rip and tear.
so with that, Darren, he fires at you and goes and attacks. Where's my cheat sheet? It's going to be difficulty 6 on attack. So you're not doing anything special, right? You're just
I'm just getting shot.
yes, you are.
I mean,
So with that, he does
At least I'm in birth form.
two levels of damage to you. I do need a soak roll from you. Is lethal.
1 level. Aha. 1 success.
So you take a level from being shot.
Oh no! I think you're gonna heal immediately next round.
no, he's not. He doesn't going to regenerate in human form, in hobbit form.
You are correct.
Let's see what's the threat in the veil. Brings us to the other 3. They're gonna go forward and attack you.
Hey, it's not a veil threat if you kill everybody who saw you.
The Hayabusa clan stealth, school of stealth. I see. No one's
Nice.
left alive. There are no witnesses.
The Red Talon motto.
So, with that, the other gang members with the knives and machetes and stuff rush forward. The one guy that was the leader, or at least you're assuming he's the leader, was the one yelling, light him up. He's hanging back. He is actually not moving forward. The first one slashes at you, Killian,
no.
striking you with his hatchet. I need a soak roll from you, please.
Why am I bleeding? Where is my...
Thank you so much for the follow, Darth Tig. Or Darth Tig.
Woohoo!
Thank you, thank you.
So with that, he has attacked you while you're doing your soak roll. The next one comes up.
And two-stepper.
Yes, thank you for the follow too, Two-Stepper.
Hey, thank you, Two-Stepper. He's a friend.
So next one comes up and tries to shoot you. Stab you, Oliver.
Okay.
and does not succeed.
Okay.
Followed by the last one going up towards Kennedy with a rather large hatchet,
Okay.
and does actually strike you rather hard.
That's unfortunate.
Will you go
Um,
ahead and make me a soak roll?
I will attempt. Yes. Ouch. That would just be one success.
So Killian, how did you do on your soak roll?
3.
So he slashed at you, but as you spun out of the way, it didn't go very deep, and so it's more of a superficial wound. The other one, like I said, swung at Oliver, missed, and the last one runs up and just buries this hatchet almost all the way in to the edge of it into Kennedy's shoulder. You actually hear the shoulder and the collarbone snap and break as the hatchet gets buried in. You take 4 levels of lethal damage.
Okay.
The other 2 that are hanging back take a step back and pull out weapons, guns. That was their go, as they all got really good initiatives. Darren, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna charge the leader and body tackle him to the ground.
Sweet.
I'm gonna borrow a play from Naga's book. 2
My own-
successes.
That's gonna hit. So go ahead and make me a strength check, and go ahead and add an additional die because of the body tackle.
What's the difficulty on that?
Difficulty 6 for damage.
And 1 additional die.
So.
Roll. Boom. Here we go. 3 successes. And I would like to spend a rage point.
Okay. So with that, you slam the guy on the ground. Oh! And you hear the air leave his chest as he knocks the wind out of him.
Yeah. And I want to like football tackle him, so we're both on the ground together.
Cool. So that was your go. You said you're spending a rage, right?
Yep.
Killian, what would you like to do?
I am. Oh my god. Is that thing still in Kennedy's shoulder, or did he rip it out?
It is actually seems to be stuck in Kennedy's shoulder.
Mm.
It does not seem to want to come out.
I'm not a medic, but I'm not above helping. I'm gonna try to get that off of her. What kind of roll would you like for that?
To just pull it out.
Yeah.
You don't need to make a roll for that. You can just
Cool. I've
do an
got.
action for it.
You're a warrior for Gaia.
There we go.
Behind, or is he still holding on to it?
I have
Well-
a machete now.
He slammed it in your shoulder and tried to yank out, and it didn't come out, and so it slid. He's like slid out of his grasp.
Okay.
Okay, I would like to try to chop the chopper.
Okay, so if you're pulling it out, that's going to be your action. If you're going to spend your action pulling it out, so you would need to spend a rage if you want to attack him this round with that.
I'll go ahead and just pull it out then.
Okay. Kennedy, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to spend a rage. I'm actually going to spend 2 because I'm going to spend 1 to transform.
Oh boy.
Because fuck this guy in particular. Uh,
I'm gonna guess you're gonna Glabro, right?
you are correct, actually.
Oh, good.
I am.
That's super easy to cover in the dark.
Yeah, so I am going to shift to Glabro. And I'll spend the rage to transform instantly.
Okay.
And I am also going to spend a rage for a second rage action. Spending the rage to transform, that doesn't count as my action for the turn, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Believe So what's
I
what?
don't- it does not count as it. You're spending it for the instant transformation, so you don't.
Okay.
It takes an
Okay.
action.
So then I will shift to Glabro, and I'm going to kick him with a high kick right up to his jaw, because I'm a practiced Irish dancer.
Full upper body, just like stone not moving, and just like
Yep.
high kick.
Yep.
It's the most
And I
Fianna
will
thing I've
get-
ever heard of.
3 successes, even with my wound penalty.
That is a successful hit by all means.
I will kick him for 3 successes on my damage roll,
Sweet.
which was actually really low. But
Other thing I want to ask is, did you want to make combat healing?
I wasn't sure what part of the round you do that. Like, did I have to be transformed at the start of the round? If I can do it at any point in the round, then yes, I would like to try a combat healing check since I'm in Glabro. Because
I'll allow it.
Okay.
There's a specific rule somewhere, but
the rule book is very vague on it. I've spent a lot of time looking through it, trying to figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah, so I will attempt a combat healing check. And I will not get any. So.
well, so no harm, no foul. We didn't break the
Yep.
rule, no matter what.
Exactly.
Sweet. So
Oh,
with
wait.
that,
Did it actually roll?
And it should be Oliver's turn. He's not on the initiative tracker right now.
Right.
Thank you.
what did you get, Oliver?
I got a 9 as well,
Let me.
like the other 2.
There we go.
You know, I could have just pressed my thing and rolled and told you it was to modify it to 9 is what I could have done.
No worries. You're on there now. So what would you like to do, Oliver?
I am going to move up to the group of them and start in... Actually, no, the one just attacked me and missed. I'm just going to clock him right in the face.
Okay. By all means, attack away.
Combat, that's what I was looking for.
Yes. So with that, yeah, the one that Kennedy
0.
just hit it. Oh,
4, 3, 10, 1, 4, 2. Okay.
so the one Kennedy kicked kind of staggers back a little bit, and sending your guy to causing your guy to stagger back as well, and you swing and you miss.
Sounds good.
So with that, they're actually not they seem almost like they're not used to people fighting back.
I have a rage action.
Yes.
So do I.
So it's gonna be.
So with that, they seem to be like a little like, huh? And disoriented, like you didn't run. Why are you not running? Why are you not dead? So Darren, what would you like to do?
Yeah, so I'm gonna pull out my 357 Magnum and I'm gonna put it like up against his sinus cavity and just make it an outie instead of an innie.
I mean, okay then.
I'm just gonna give him one hell of a sinusitis infection.
Do you feel lucky, punk?
He does not. I'm not even gonna ask. 3 successes.
That's a hit. Would you like to roll me damage?
6 successes.
Ow.
And with that, you remove the top of his head from his body. As you fire the magnum, and it literally blows out the back of his head.
Humans can't so lethal.
I feel we are in a powerful position to negotiate now.
Yeah, I killed your leader. I have killed your alpha.
No, their alpha was back, remember?
That's the guy I ran up and tackled. Was the guy who
Oh,
said
okay.
light him up.
Gotcha.
Kennedy, what would you like to do?
The dude who I had just kicked, who hit me with a hatchet,
Mhm.
I would like to follow that up by punching him in the face.
Okay.
And I will get 3 successes, which will translate into 2 successes of damage.
So, sweet. With that, you just cock him right across his jaw, and he drops.
All right, you bastards. Which one of you are next?
Naga, what would you like to do? It's you and the gang members go.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and try to claw at his face.
He likes the space, though.
I know, but
If he liked his face, he
yeah.
would have picked a fight with us.
0.
So with that, you go to claw at his face, and he manages to pivot his head just out of the way, just in time. He's a bit freaked,
I'm
understandably. Understandably.
sure. Mm-hmm.
So with that, he's actually going to try to actually push you off of him. Get out of the way.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I also rolled no successes. Oh,
It's just not in the cards.
so that was his action. The one is dead. One is knocked out. There was two of them firing weapons. You ran out. So Darren launched himself and tackled the guy, drew his gun and blasted this guy. The other guy was hanging back, has pulled his gun out, sees that, and decides to unload on you, Darren.
That's an appropriate response.
I mean, yeah.
So with that, he unloads. There's a 3 burst. So I'm going to need a soak roll from you. So where's my next?
2 successes on my soak roll.
So with that, you have taken 3 points of damage as he fires multiple shots into you. He does a 3-round burst. And with that, the gunfire is ringing through the streets. Several of the nearby buildings and stuff, the rundown apartments and stuff that had lights on, lights are being turned off.
Good choice.
There are 2 others up in hand-to-hand combat. One of them is right in front of Killian,
Oh no.
and he swings at you. And
I would like to riposte.
You have not gone yet. You can actually try to dodge if you want to give up your action and dodge. You can dodge.
I'll call the dodge a riposte.
Or parry with hatchet.
Yeah, I'll parry with the hatchet. Oh, it's a hatchet or machete?
I think you pulled a hatchet out of Kennedy. I think.
Yeah,
Yes.
there was a hatchet that was in my
I can't
barrel.
riposte with a hatchet. I'll dodge.
Yeah, you can just knock.
So
I
dodge is going to be Dex and Athletics, difficulty 5.
I'm good at those. Watch me botch it.
Mood.
Bam. 0.
Yeah.
So,
Close enough.
so you go to try to dodge out of the way, and you are unsuccessful. So you do get tagged. He does do damage to you. I'm going to need you to make me a soak roll, please.
Okay. What kind of thing am I so?
Lethal.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh, that's a -1. That's my arm.
I mean, you can't.
Soaking doesn't actually. You can't botch soak roll. So
But
Oh,
it's still
even
not good.
worse.
But it's still not good.
no, anything below 1 means 0.
Right.
Luckily.
So he does manage just to shove a knife into your ribs, doing 3 points of lethal damage to you.
Oh,
Ow.
I need those to breathe.
So,
Do ya?
Yeah.
so with that, the last one that's in front of Oliver grabs his machete and swings it at Oliver.
All right.
He also hits. I'm also gonna need a soak roll from Oliver.
Sure. One success.
You take 4 points of lethal damage from a machete. And that brings us to Darren. What would you like to do, Darren?
Well, that guy who shot me, he's gonna get ventilated.
Keep him ventilated.
For boom, 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 2 successes.
2 successes. That's a hit.
3 damage for the successes.
So, with that, you shoot him, tagging him right in the gut, and he yells out a howl of pain and takes a step back. But he's not collapsed. He's not fallen, not dropped. Kennedy and Killian and Oliver, the 3 of you all have the same initiative. Who would like to go? Killian. Oh, sorry. So Oliver and Kennedy. Killian, you used your action to dodge the attempt to dodge the attack.
I tried my best.
If you do want to spin a rage, this is where you tell me if you want to spin a rage this round.
Yeah, I'll spend a rage.
Cool. So you're gonna spin a rage for rage action. Kennedy.
Well, first I'm going to try combat healing because ow. And hey, I will actually heal. I know that you only heal 1 regardless of the number of successes, but I got 2 successes, so.
Hey.
Yay. I'm going to step up behind the dude who just put a knife into Killian.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just going to try to rabbit punch him in the back of the head.
Sweet.
Um,
So go ahead and make me a roll. While you're making a roll, Oliver, what are you going to be doing?
I'll start with combat healing. Combat healing is affected by wound penalties, right?
Combat penalty is not subject to wound penalties because it goofed when it rolled my first combat healing. I don't know how to exclude the wound penalties from the auto roll.
Okay, I'll just add 2 extra, the equivalent number of dice.
Yeah, just use like as a modifier what your wound penalty is. Nothing.
Wait, weapon? What was that about?
Wet palm.
Well, probably where you put the modifier, but
Yeah, well, because there's the wound. That's true. All right, cool. Then I will swing at the dude in front of him. Yeah, I'll swing at the dude in front of me.
okay. So I got 4 successes on my punch, and then 4 successes on my damage to the dude who's just stabbed Killian.
Oh, snap.
Stab.
So, yeah.
You hear a little bit of a crack when you hit him. You probably fractured his skull.
Good.
Boy.
Oliver, you're making your attack.
Actually, I'm just going to shift this turn.
Okay. And either of you spending a rage this round?
No, I have 1 rage left, so.
I'm actually still pretty good on rage, but I am not going to.
I naturally have 2, so.
Yeah.
I will spend a willpower for an automatic success on my shifting.
Okay.
You go saint.
I get 5 successes to shift to Glabro. So.
Holy
Well, actually, I get 4. I didn't realize it was diff 7 because I'm not doing a hybrid form. So.
Cool.
Cool. That's my action.
So, That is all the actions for this round. Rage actions.
I would like to attempt to shift. Because I can't heal if I'm dead.
You cannot. Actually, you can, but
Well, if you're spending rage for instead of spending rage for the action, you can spend the rage for the shift, which is then
That's right. I'll do
just-
that.
so then it's just free. So you don't have to make a roll. So what are you shifting to?
I would shift to Glabro, good sir.
Ah. Keep waiting
Glabba
for-
dabba do.
I keep waiting for someone to say Krynos.
I mean, I was
Oh,
tempted. But
Give it a few minutes.
So that's that, right? That's what we're
yeah, I think that's
That's
all
everyone.
we- Yeah, we're back to the top of the round with.
So Naga, what would you like to do?
Okay, so the guy scrambled, right? But like, didn't.
He's still pinned underneath you.
Okay.
He more like shifted his head out of the way just so you didn't claw off.
All right.
Bite
Well,
his
I'm gonna
people.
bite him. 6 successes.
That's gonna be a bite. Yeah, that's gonna be total.
Yeah. And then that's aggravated. Any extra?
You'll have 5 extra for your extra successes.
Thank you. 7 successes.
So with
His
that,
head is gone.
Naga has had it with this gentleman,
You're
and
still in your breed form, right?
Yeah.
That is lethal, not ag.
say, for mortal, say,
Mortal, it doesn't
say
matter.
different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same murder.
So with that, she's just had it, and she just turns and clenches down on her jaws on this gentleman's throat, and literally throats him. Just rips out his throat and snaps his neck as she does it. And gore goes everywhere, blood goes everywhere. He kind of gurgle screams for a couple of moments, and then it's cut off as his windpipe to his lungs is gone.
Yeah.
Gainer rage.
Awesome.
Heck yeah.
So with that, yeah, you do that. With that, so the one that you shot, Darren,
Mhm.
he just sees his friend get his throat ripped out, and decides he's going to leave. Does his best to run away.
Hmm.
And I say
Turning
does
back
his
into a
best.
werewolf.
I say does his best because he has been shot in the gut. So he's moving at the I've been shot in the gut speed and not
Normal
I'm
healthy.
I'm running from the robbery I just committed. So with that, he's trying to leave.
Man, those new canine units are crazy, aren't they?
Brings us. So he's doing that. The one that stabbed Killian just got cold cocked in the back of the head. He's probably seeing stars. Doesn't quite react to anything, and is going to try to get a like move out of between two of you. He feels kind of pinned in right now. So.
Fair.
So with that, he's going to kind of move out from between the two of you and try to take a more of a defensive positioning. And he's done, and yeah, and then the other one that was engaged with Oliver with a hatchet is also wanting to leave. But he's not running. He's leaving, but he's definitely backing away. He's definitely trying to keep a defensive stance as he backs away from Oliver. So that is what they're going to do this round.
So there are 3 who are down on the ground. 2 who are pretty significantly injured and 1 who is backing away cautiously.
So yeah, so there's one is one head blown off. One of them's been throat ripped out. One of them's knocked unconscious.
Right. And then one's
other-
been gut shot, one's been punched but is still standing, and one is, I believe, uninjured, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just trying to keep it all straight.
Yep. Nope. Totally get it. So.
All right. Well, that guy who's
So-
running away, I would like to make him stop doing that.
And how would you like to do that?
I would like to shoot him in his spine.
Specifically his spine, or do you just want to kind of shoot him and that's just like,
You know,
Oh, except he success.
my goal was in the spine. If I hit somewhere in the middle, that's fine too.
Let's see how many successes he gets.
He's not trying to kill him. He's just trying to give him a wheelchair for Christmas.
oh wow,
Wow.
So-
Are we the bad guys?
Yes!
Yes. Yes,
I got
you are.
five.
we just don't have the skulls.
5 lethal damage.
So, I believe the phrase is "nice grouping."
It's hard to tell the grouping on a 357. It's all those big holes.
And with that, he falls to the ground.
I believe the word is close enough.
So, that was Darren's go. What did my gang members ever do to you?
He shot
They
me.
shot us. They put a hatchet into our Irish dancer's shoulder. She'll never dance again.
Guilty
Good for
feet
her.
have got no rhythm.
They don't need to know that you regenerate in 5 minutes.
And that Irish dancers don't need their arms.
That too.
It's an advantage, in fact. Less points to be taken away.
Yeah, but your balance is off if you lose an arm.
Humans are
Brilliant.
remarkably good at compensating.
Killian, what would you like to do?
Well, we need one without brain damage or dead, because we gotta talk to our boy. So I'm gonna try to restrain Machete Man.
Oh, okay.
Okay. How are you gonna do it? You just gonna try to pin him down, or what are you tackle him, or
Yeah, I'll just try to pin him down.
Yeah,
Me and
by-
my strong Killian self.
buy him roses and take him on long walks by the beach? I mean, how are you trying to pin him down?
With a good credit score and a lot of money.
You have neither of those things.
What are you,
Shut
Darren?
Okay, my feelings have been hurt. I'm just gonna bite him now.
You can't find in Glabra.
You
Can just as much as you can, Ahmed. It actually even deals Akin Glopro because you're not in your breed form.
Woo! Yeah, I'm just gonna bite his leg. I don't want him walking.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh,
So go
I
ahead.
missed his leg.
He's grateful for that.
He should.
You
Can
have
it-
no brawl.
no, he has
Can
no rank at all.
What would you like to do, Kennedy?
I've just been stabbed in the lung. Do you think I look like a werewolf who has?
Okay, so there's still the one dude trying to get away from us who we've already been beating up on, and then one guy who's backing out who had been fighting Oliver.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want him going away. I'm going to try to flying body tackle the guy who's backing away from Oliver.
Yeah.
Power kick.
There's Irish kick. Wah!
So I will
You
get
said
four
Irish kick and then you made
on
it.
the body tackle. I forgot to do combat healing first. Let me do that combat healing first, because
And Oliver, sorry, Kennedy, if you, Killian, I'll get the name right. Killian, if you wanted to make a combat healing check, you can, because you've also shifted the Glabra.
No, I'm in trauma mode.
So that's
Combat healing check now, low. Because I'm up
Yeah.
next, anyways.
so I will body tackle him.
Okay.
I had 4 successes to hit. And that will then do 4 successes of bashing damage as I body tackle him.
Slam. Yeah.
Where do you think you're going?
And with that, you thwack, and his head bounces off the asphalt. So, and he doesn't answer you. By the way, you ask him that question. He's like, "Where do you think you're going?" He doesn't respond.
Is he asleep?
No, he's currently has no air in his lungs to respond
Oh,
to
got
because
it.
he just got body tackled. Killian's doing that. Oliver, what are you?
How many are still up?
The one that Killian that was engaged with Killian.
The one I
Okay.
body tackled is still in the fight, but
Okay. And there's no other that are running or that are still up and around?
Correct.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna kind of punch the dude out.
Okay.
He put a, hole in me. I did combat heal, by the way. I was successful.
Woohoo.
Right.
So with that, you have incapacitated the.
No, I didn't. I got 0 successes to attack.
ah,
Oh,
No
Despite
follow
him
my
being
lead.
on the floor.
Sad boys.
which one are you? The one that Kennedy just tackled, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't miss him. So.
Okay.
So
yeah, he's
with
really not in a position to go anywhere.
yeah, so with that, you've knocked him out. Yeah, I'm just gonna,
Okay.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Narratively, that makes more sense. So you just knock him out. At that point, you have subdued the gang members, and with that, I think this is where we need to grab our first break. We're a little late at grabbing it, but does that sound good to the team?
Sounds
Sounds
good.
to
me.
me. All right, we'll be back in just a couple minutes, everybody.
thank you everyone for hanging out, waiting for us as we took our quick little break. We have all hydrated and grabbed our drinks. I appreciate it. So the pack has just dismantled a whole bunch of the slashers, and are now standing in the bloody remains of 6 gang members.
Delicious.
A couple of them aren't quite dead, but a couple of them that aren't quite dead are quickly, rapidly heading towards being very dead. Again, you do not, even with all the gunfire, you do not hear any sirens coming to this in response to this. There is, like I said, still a couple cars on fire nearby, things like that. So something's definitely should have been drawing the police's attention that hasn't yet. So, what would you like to do?
I
Well,
think we gotta grab
Darren-
this guy and head on somewhere we could talk to him.
I was going to say we specifically left a few of them alive. So, Darren, you can do the police thing, right?
Yeah. We'll drag them off somewhere nondescript.
I like
Okay.
that dumpster.
I was gonna say I just can't.
Do not give bodies. Do not give bodies to the great trash heap.
Why? They don't like it?
They're not trash.
I think there's an argument to be made.
I think there's a
No,
difference of
they're
opinion.
fertilizer.
Oh. Is there fertilizers?
Oh. That makes sense.
Is there an
So-
Audrey 2 spirit that we could feed these guys to?
Oh, and don't bring up recycling around trash heap.
I was curious about that.
Yeah, don't. Mortal enemies.
Is
Really?
recycling Weaver spirit?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hate him. Hate him.
I hate everything about this.
That's interesting. I would have thought that they would have been friends.
Nope. They share the same resource.
With that, you manage to drag one of the gang members over to the alleyway and proceed to throttle him.
We
Guys, what do
only
you,
need one of them to question, right?
technically, yes.
We might want to leave 2 to talk to real quick, just to corroborate information, but
Yeah, fine.
then we can get rid of whoever we need to get rid of.
Jonesy, is there a manhole cover in the area?
Yes, there is.
I'll take the 2 evac, the ones that had their heads evac'd, and just dump them down the manhole cover.
That the recycler spirit? Does he live down there?
No,
Nope. But Oliver has
No.
a friend that lives down there.
Sort of. Mostly, this is just a really good place to hide. It means it's less likely they'll find it, especially in this part of town, probably.
True.
Sorry, Oliver has a secret admirer who lives down there.
Friends in low places. So I'm guessing you're going to interrogate this poor gentleman. I don't know what he's ever done to you, but
I mean,
uh,
put a hatchet in me?
so Darren, will you make me an intimidation check? Manipulation, intimidation.
Oh, I suppose I could do that. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty is going to be 5.
Jonesy, if they had a hatchet, a machete, a knife, any other melee weapons?
Hatchet, machete, knife.
This knife I have.
2 guns.
There's a couple guns. Yeah.
Anyone want these guns?
I'll just take the ammo.
No?
Okay.
I don't know how to use one.
You just aim and bang.
I'm not an American. I don't get firearm training at birth.
You don't need to be American. Just pretend they're British. You just point, you shoot.
Jesus.
I think Kennedy might have trouble with that.
No wonder so many people miss.
I got 2 successes, Jonesy.
Okay. So you made.
In utero.
So you're able to pull him aside into the alleyway and get him to spill the beans. I'm guessing you're asking him where they gather, where they're.
Yeah, where Roy is, and if Roy knows we're coming, and if they had any special instructions for the people that Roy wanted to find.
So he'll tell you that there's a warehouse that they use right now as a crash pad. Though most of them are probably gone at this point. For the big fireworks that are going to happen tonight. Roy said to put a cap in your ass if we saw you. Roy is with the nerdy one. They're heading back to Manhattan.
Can we back up to fireworks tonight?
Well,
Yeah.
answer
What
our
big
questions.
fireworks?
I don't like loud noises.
Yeah, it's not the 4th of July.
We need to get some CBD for Naga.
No, we
We have better stuff than CBD.
I would.
we're
hope
gonna.
so. Sorry.
There's shit's hitting the fan tonight. We're rising up and letting loose.
You're rising up against who? The government? Michael Bay?
Well, all those rich folk up in Manhattan.
The ones who'd like destroy the park and stuff.
Yeah, the park is just a big waste of money and resources, and so we're gonna level it.
Are we with this guy or against this guy? Because
This guy down
Very much
here?
again.
Very much against.
but he's destroy. But the
He's
park.
suggesting destroy. He's
Oh, I
suggesting
know.
destroy the sept,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
the park, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Isn't that in Manhattan?
Yes.
He's suggesting that they're going after the sept tonight.
Why are you guys gonna destroy the park? It's a good park.
They're going after the park because
Killian?
It's a decadent waste of time and money. The city
no,
will spend money on the park and taking care of the park than helping those folks on the street.
You are actually the dumbest motherfucker I've talked to.
Ever.
and you don't actually care about any of the people on the street either. You're just looking for an excuse to make the world burn. Can we kill him now?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Whoa! It's crunch.
I'm gonna shift into a not birth form so I could heal my gunshots.
So-
Y'all,
All right. So
y'all just kill people so flippantly.
yeah, it's been that sort of life.
What are you gonna do? Call the cops?
Well,
You
they're
would've known.
humans, right?
If you would have
Yes.
thought better that your packmates sound more like Red Talons than they do.
Mhm.
The Bonar who's connected to the city is like, excuse me. Yeah, we should kill people less, even bad people. I thought you were a cop at one point.
We are killing bad people.
That doesn't mean you get to put justice in your hands.
I never said I was giving justice.
What's that then?
That's protecting. That's the protection part of serving and protecting.
Everything that happened was self-defense, as far as I'm concerned.
Even the guy that was on the ground that you just interrogated?
We defended ourselves, and everybody else he'd probably mug anyway.
What's the alternative, Oliver? I mean, it's not like
Letting them go.
We can't let him go with knowing what he knows. He saw us. He saw the veil reach.
Which one?
The one where Kennedy turned into a Glabro and kicked the guy's head off.
Glabro isn't a veil breach. It sounds like a PCP-roided homeless person.
Well, maybe they should explain that better.
Hiding
middle school.
bodies is not simple and very resource intensive.
Like the sewer we've been using?
I mean, it'll be found and people will ask questions.
Nobody will ask questions about these guys. They're criminals.
Well, hopefully
Murderers
the
for hire.
hopefully criminals with big pocketbooks don't find them and be like, hey, why'd these guys die?
Well, I think we know that these guys were working for Masterson, so in fact, they already know why these guys died.
Right, which means they know who to tie it to.
He's coming for us anyways. That's
Correct.
clearly why they're attacking the Sept.
But leaving a trail of bodies is not going to help us.
Look, these are people that nobody's going to come looking for, okay? They don't have loved ones. They don't have connections to the community.
How do you know?
They're mercenaries for hire.
How do you know?
Profiling, I guess.
Could they have a family? Could this guy have a wife?
I have a hard time drumming up sympathy for some junkie criminal and his junkie wife and his junkie kids.
A lot of those junkie kids that you let go, that your kind let go, were kinfolk of my kind. Even some of the bad ones.
Well, we have a job to do.
We do. Killian, can you call the Sept?
Yeah,
Tell them what's going on.
I'm working on it. I'm telling them about the terrorist attack now.
Yeah, because that's an immediate problem.
Oliver,
Yes.
grab yourself a willpower point for that.
Thank you.
Huh.
Bodies are so hard to hide.
Just throw them down the hole.
Don't hide them.
There,
That only works so often.
there are things down there. You don't understand. We don't want their attention. So, with that, the gang member was able to give you the name of the nearby little warehouse that they were using as a staging ground. When you get over there, you find a couple of vehicles that they were loading up. Inside the trunk of one vehicle, you see crates of Molotov cocktails, some explosives, military grade guns. The
Well.
warehouse itself is empty right now. There's no one around. As you get closer, you actually spot a couple dead bodies around. You do find a police car over by that area that's currently in fire. So,
You guys really didn't like your car.
Killian, as you you call the Sept to warn them, you did get a hold of some of the glassworkers of the Sept. The Sept is currently responding. Several of the glassworkers are responding to violence in the city right now. There is currently shit going down in some of the subway stations and some of the other city areas over leading up to the Brooklyn Bridge area. Looks like some gangs have just started riots across the city.
That's very not good.
Yeah, it's not a coincidence, the timing.
The
in the
distraction, though.
In the warehouse, you find a whole shitload of drugs as well. Cocaine, PCP, things like that.
So we could just call this in and let it be a problem for the humans.
I am gonna
For
take
the
a
DTF.
little-
DEA.
I'm gonna take a little bit of that PCP real quick.
What the hell for?
For later.
This
Not
is a
for me,
surprise tool
Kennedy.
that'll help us later.
How dare you use a Mickey Mouse reference in this situation after what you've done?
Um,
Oh boy!
The mouse stoppo.
It's just a tool for later, Kennedy. Calm down. It's not for me. Hopefully. Yeah. Should we also call the bomb squad about Central Park?
Oh God,
No.
no. Oh
No.
God, no.
No.
The dozens and dozens of 12-foot tall werewolves will probably do a pretty good job dealing with it.
Especially if they know to be looking for it.
Yep.
Yeah, just let the Sept know to be on alert and that there's an
Ye-
attack coming.
Yeah, but well, they're busy.
Well, some of them are, but
Well, hopefully they'll remember that the litany says, "Do not let a Karen be violated," and nothing about letting your city go on fire.
Yeah.
You know what we have for riots? Police officers. No matter how bad of a job they do.
Keep them out of the Karen at least.
So we're calling the cops on this place then.
I mean, you probably just want to leave it till tomorrow. This is like a non-issue, and if they send people here, it's going to be an issue. But there's probably riots they're probably more more needing to deal with. There's also probably not in a part of town that they'll even respond to, supposedly.
Yeah, we need to find Roy and find Masters, wherever he is.
The riots are breaking down at the Brooklyn Bridge. I don't know if he's involved. He might be down there. Question mark.
I think Masters would be going to the Sept. I think that's where he would be going, because that's what this is all about, is getting revenge on them.
Yeah, the fastest way into Manhattan right now from here would be to take the main road over to the Brooklyn Bridge, cross the bridge, and then head up.
Well, I say we head to the bridge and then head on to the Sept if we don't run into him there.
sounds
Well,
good to me.
As long as it's all on the way.
So how are you heading there? Are you huffing it? Are you traveling via Umbra again? How are you
There's enough chaos in the city. We can run around as wolves now.
just stealing a pickup truck from out front? How are you doing?
I mean, yeah, we probably won't be bothered as wolves, or we could also just take a car until we hit a spot where it becomes a problem, then hoof it from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Riverdale,
There's
are you good at wiring cars?
Hey, I'm good enough. I just have to find one that's not on fire.
Alright, let's find a car we can hotwire and then we'll drive on up to the bridge. If we run into traffic, we'll get out and we'll walk.
Sounds like a plan.
Do you want an easier way to deal with this?
Sure. I
Well,
like
it
simplicity.
depends. How actually good are you at hot wiring cars?
I mean, he hotwired a semi-trailer.
Wait, you're
Uh,
suggesting you just make a broken car work, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's easier.
Hey, Jonesy, is there like kind of an old beat up car that looks like it's been there for a while?
Like this one that's on fire?
Not the Unfire one.
We just have to put it out.
Not the Unfire police car.
You
That's
don't
right
have a
next to us.
fire extinguisher in your
It's
thing?
a police car.
Yeah, we'll get the escort.
We have a cop.
I know how to drive a cop car.
Yeah, you don't drive a cop car like this.
I'm just a dedicated officer.
Is there a regular car that seems speed up and just kind of left out?
Yes.
Cool. I will use what is the gift's name? Trash is Treasure, which, very fitting for my name.
Right.
Another man's treasure.
Which says I roll wits plus crafts and activate. I can make a item that does not work. I will spend a willpower to make it work for the scene. So let me roll that. Actually, I will look at it real quick. Does it have gas? Only thing I need to make sure it has is the appropriate fuel.
Yes, it does have gas.
Perfect.
And just so you know, we do have a few more dice left in the pool.
Mhm.
If you wanted to tap into those.
I actually have a -2 difficulty to this because I am a mechanical because my character's mechanical natural mechanic. So I'm doing this at diff 4.
Save the dice for something more important.
That.
Or more likely to fail.
Crafts diff 4.
Hey!
Woo, boy.
There's the one. Yep. Oh, cool. So it works. As long as it still has gas, we're good.
Easy peasy, Darren. Take us out.
Anyone can drive it. I just have to be around it to make it work.
Sounds
Alright.
like you called shotgun.
Let's do it.
So with that, Oliver lifts up the lid, the hood of the car, looks at it, goes, "It works!"
It works. Slam.
It turns over.
Turns to life.
Ah!
No.
Welcome to my tribe.
And with that, the 1970s Oldsmobile rollers to life.
Oh my god.
There's a reason why it didn't get its gas stolen. No one would take it.
Does the radio work?
AM.
Wow, there is a god. He hates us.
Jonesy?
Yes.
Oh, I was referencing that there is a god.
Yes.
It's Jonesy, and he hates us.
Ah. So with that, the car roars to life. It's like I said, it's big enough to hold all of you, and you proceed to follow along, follow the trail of carnage. As you start driving out of the neighborhood, you quickly make rights and lefts, and it's quite easy to see which direction you need to go in, because it's the one that has the cars and stuff on fire.
Shocking.
So,
So clearly Masters isn't worried about there being much of a city left. He just wants his revenge.
Seems correct.
Great.
now, what you do know is that the areas that have been lit up on fire and stuff are the crappier parts of town right now.
Hmm.
So, with that, you guys are driving along. Who's driving?
I'm driving.
Yeah.
And Oliver's in shotgun.
Mm-hmm. That's me.
So with that, I'm going to need a dexterity drive test from Darren.
Alright.
Oh no.
Here we go.
You
Hey,
happen to
this
have-
might be a time to use one of those dice out of our pool.
Do you happen to have Apecraft's Blessing?
I do not have a Crafts
Okay.
Blessing, but I do have Dots and Drive.
There you go.
Alright, what's the difficulty? 6?
Difficulty 6 for right now.
1 success.
Close enough.
Good enough for rock and roll.
So with that, you're driving around, and as you're going, you see you twist and you make a turn. You drive around. You come around a corner, and you have to quickly swerve out of the way of a flaming motorcycle that's crashed on the ground. It looks like it. Based on the debris, it actually it ended there. It didn't start there. It actually was driving when it caught on fire. As you're going along, it looks like there was quite an altercation. You see a couple cop cars that are been abandoned. You don't see any cops. You do see a liquor store on fire. So it looks like there was some sort of altercation as you drive through. You're driving through the area. You dodge a couple bodies, and you do look over, and it looks like some of the bodies belong to a couple uniformed police officers that have been killed, along with some of the gang members that have been killed.
Upsetting.
based on the scene, it doesn't look like it happened that long ago. You're able to continue on your way, and you make a couple more twists and turns around some more wreckage and some fire trucks, things like that. You can hear sirens going off here and there in the background.
Aaron, dumb question, but how long is it going to be before they start pulling people over just for being on the road right now?
I mean, with all the dead officers around, they're probably already doing that. But I'll talk our way out of it if that happens to us. I'll just let them know I'm here to assist any way I can.
So with that, you quickly meander around. It looks like some of the carnage has caused blockage of streets and things like that. And in some cases, like barricades were trying to be hastily erected that didn't last. And you make your way, turns around different street obstacles and stuff like that. As you're making your way to the on ramp onto the bridge, you actually see that there was a makeshift barrier made of 2 cop cars. The cop cars have been rammed through, and so there's plenty of room for you to get through at this point. And as you get on the ramp to the bridge and begin to make your way over, you see that some of those cops that were engaged there are currently pinned down in a firefight with some gang members. Are you going to attempt to avoid them, or are you going to avoid the altercation, or are you going to intercede?
Darren is like, I feel like I should help. Is my ex-partner over there?
No.
I mean, if I see that Darren is looking at it, I'm going to say, do what you have to do, but the Karen really needs to come first.
Darren will attempt to keep making his way towards the cairn.
Awesome. So you make your way through the bridge. A couple cars have been abandoned on the bridge. People look like as the car chase ensued that you're following up on, it looks like people pulled over the side and just have left or been taken away. As you going through past the 18-wheelers and stuff that's kind of pulled over on the side of the bridge, you make your way over. You see that the far end of the bridge, you actually can make your way off and onto the main road. Most of this has been blocked off and cleared off at this point. Up ahead, you can actually see what looks like a rather large SUV is driving along the road.
Oh, I bet that's
and
okay.
it's going relatively slow, and there's a guy sitting on the roof of it, lobbing Molotovs.
Is it a guy that looks like a slasher, or does he look like somebody else?
From where you can see right now, you can't tell. Are you going to attempt to catch up to him?
I'm going to attempt to T-bone him if I can. Tell everybody to buckle their seatbelts.
I'm going to need a drive check from you. Dex drive.
I'm to explain to Naga what that actually means.
I'm just happy there are seatbelts in this car.
Naga, our car is tackling them. Brace yourself.
Or don't.
Or
One
get out.
success
That works
to
too.
T-bone.
I'm a tuck and roll.
I mean, it's a little safer than going through the windshield, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Probably.
Where's your sense of adventure?
That is my adventure. I am moving, and it's not me moving.
That's true. That's probably upsetting. I should have rolled the window down for you.
Wait, there were windows?
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, they weren't, like, busted out.
Oh, probably.
They say rolling them up may not have been an option.
So, as you are gunning the gas, what did you get for successes?
I got 1 success.
Well, this is an opposed check, so we'll see how this goes.
Whoa.
So, with that, you quickly gun the gas, and surprisingly, this old car has some get up and go, and it zips up. As you get closer, you see the guy sitting on the roof. Like I said, the car was going probably 25, 30 miles an hour, maybe, if it was going that fast, because there's a guy sitting on the top of the roof of the car, throwing Molotov cocktails out, various things going by. As you pull up and gun it, at first the car that you're chasing doesn't react, and then it realizes that you're not one of its buddies, and starts to speed up. You gun it and tap the back of it, crack, and you have gotten its attention.
Oh boy.
Awesome.
So Darren is kicked, is flooring the gas and kicking in high pursuit, following this SUV. Oliver, you have a really good view of this SUV, as it's getting up. Its brake lights are flashing in your face. What are the three of you in the back doing?
There's like an active riot going on right now, right?
What was that?
There's an active riot, like. full
There's active commotion and carnage in the various streets. As this part of town, it hasn't really spread to yet. You're kind of leaving it behind. This car that you're following seems to be at the wake of it. All the chaos is behind it.
Bringing the party with them.
I could shoot him if you guys want.
Wouldn't hurt.
Okay.
Wouldn't hurt
Or
us.
shoot the.
Shoot the Molotov.
I don't think my aim's that good, but I'll shoot the Molotov since we have dice in the dice pool. Yeah, Jonesy.
Nice.
I would like to pew pew the Molotov out of the guy's hand and hopefully into the car seat.
Pew, pew.
Shoot his wrist off.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
How many dice do we have in the dice pool?
We have 4 dice in the dice pool.
I'll go ahead and take 2 and use a will. What's my difficulty, Jonesy?
Shoot the guy, or do this crazy call shot you're trying to do?
Call a shot. Boy, I used to be an Iron Rider in another life. I got this.
As a note, if you wish to aim, you can take a turn per turn you wish to take aiming. You can add up to your perception and dice. So, like, if you take 1 turn, it's 1 extra dice up to your perception attribute, and it adds to your dice pool. But it is per turn. It is 1 dice per turn up into your perception attribute.
I'm just gonna feel it out.
And how much how many dots and firearms you have?
I have Dotson gun. I'm sure I do. Sounds like a Killian thing.
You definitely have some, but
I got
many-
double dots in firearms. So I am willing, I'm able, and I am empowered by the spirits of death.
So, go ahead and make me a roll. It's going to be Dex and firearms. Difficulty 9.
Difficulty 9. Why am I having such a hard time finding? There we go. Dex.
And remember the bonus dice that you pulled from the die pool.
yeah. So if you put those in as modifier, then
Firearms. 9. And I have 2 extra dice, and I used a will to get 1 success. Let's call this shot. And wha-bam. I got 1 success.
take off your wound penalty though.
Oh.
You would have healed by now.
So just roll 2 extra dice.
I want my wound penalty come off.
So, as he's doing that, Darren's getting the gas, the SUV is getting the gas. The two of them are doing the tank as he's trying to catch up to him, and the SUV keeps swerving over to try to block Darren from passing him and catching up to him. So there's sparks flying off the front fender as he keeps getting the back end of the SUV. How did you do, Killian?
3 successes.
With that, Killian leans over, grabs the little handle, rolls down the window, and leans out the window, pulls out his gun, leans out the window, and as he's doing, little fly flies past him, little bugs, insects. As you leaning out the window, for the briefest second, you smell smoke and from a coal fire,
Uh-oh.
and the road below you fades into two rails speeding along. And he mentioned it, so
Yeah, no.
he actually mentioned it. So you feel you see the rails below you as you're leaning out of a steam engine barreling through the west, trying to shoot a kidnapper on the back of a horse. You feel the click of your 6-shooter pull back, and boom, blam, and you pull the trigger. As you pull the trigger, you're in New York City. The lights are zooming by you, the neon zooming by you, and you smell the gas and exhaust of the city below you, around you. As this one lone bullet flies the air on top of the SUV, the guy is scrambling in a bag that he's got a bunch of the Molotov cocktails in, lights one, and is twisting to throw it at the hood of your car. And as he does, he brings it up, and he just twists to throw it. It shatters. Flames engulf this gentleman, and fire and burning liquid spread across the hood and the windshield and the roof of the car. And the car's still spinning along.
Well, hopefully that'll stop in like a couple of seconds. But I think I got the shot. I think I did it, guys.
You could have done better.
Good job, partner.
I question your use of the term gentleman.
I'm Dirty Dan.
So, with that, I'm going to need a Dex and Drive check from Darren. Because I also need a Dex and Drive check from Roy, who's driving this SUV.
Oh.
And
Nice.
One success. Ugh,
I mean,
trash.
what are they gonna do? Break our car?
Oh,
So
I
with
could
that-
use that.
Something better than a Glock to shoot back at us.
So with that, Roy is he's screeching of tires and smelling of burning rubber as he spins the wheel of the SUV, as the entire front of the car is now engulfed in flame. The flaming body that was of the former gang member on the top has flown off the roof of the car, bounces on the pavement next to you, and you zip past it.
hell
The-
yes.
The SUV spins, and now it spins around. He's trying to keep control of it. So now it is still traveling north on the road, but it's facing you. So you're looking windshield to windshield with this car as it's now spun in reverse.
Does one of you know how to jam tech?
I know you drive on the wrong side of the road, but I don't think that's what we want to be doing.
Jim, what do you want me to do?
Does anyone know jam tech?
Not
that a
time for
band?
bands.
No, it's a power we can do. We can stop technology. You can literally stop his car from moving.
That would be a no.
Got it.
So with that, you see the windshield of his car, the on fire windshield of his car explode out as you're still chasing this car going 50 to 60 miles an hour down the streets of New York, through red lights, through traffic, through chaos. Even if it's 2 a.m, there were still people out.
Yeah.
As flaming shards of on fire windshield come flying and bouncing off the hood of your car and flicking off your windshield. And inside, you see Roy, Harold Masters' bodyguard, wearing his signature cowboy hat from the pictures you've seen of him, freaking out, trying to maintain control of this car.
I can't imagine why.
Next to him, you see Masters, who's shifted into Glabro form,
Oh no.
who just exploded out the windshield as he transforms up into Krynos off the hood of the car and launches himself to your car.
Oh God.
Oh.
Kennedy, get him.
I will revert to breed form.
I would also
So-
like to not be in dead form.
Yeah.
So, with that, he did succeed in his Dex Athletics check as he launches himself from the moving car onto the hood of your car. Boom! Drive check, please.
Wow, I'm even more scared. That wasn't a cutscene power. He did it.
No, that wasn't a cutscene fire. He did it.
I mean, we probably could have too. But...
I got 2 successes that time.
Sweet. So you, the whole car shimmers to the right and shims to the left as you maintain control, as it now has an extra 800 pounds on the hood.
We should do something about that.
And you see a giant Krynos werewolf up in your face.
That's not good. That's not good at all.
What are you gonna do?
Guys, I'm focusing on driving, but if anybody wants to get the silver bullets in my silver bullet Glock and take a shot at him, I'm down with that.
We're supposed to bring him in alive.
Yeah, we'll get to that part. We need to come back alive too.
Can we
Jonesy,
knock him out?
I will shift to Krynos because
Okay.
it is a free action for me.
Yes.
And I will put my basically attempt to like knock him off or basically just like get him right in the face with my claw.
Okay.
'Cause-
Kennedy, Naga, Killian, what would you like to do?
I'm getting them silver bullets.
God.
Okay, seriously, like Naga's having a hard time like even concentrating because like she's moving all around every time that the car moves.
Got 1 to hit.
That's all you need to hit.
Perfect. For ag. Nice.
But you can't try to soak it.
Yeah, well, I was talking about Alex just changed him to the driver's seat of a car.
Oh. very, very nice.
I think this is an appropriate time to have everyone roll initiative.
Probably.
I think so.
Do you want to clear our everything out of the before we roll it?
There you go.
Yeah.
Remember to click on your token first.
I'm freaking out, man. I'm freaking out.
Game over, man. Game over.
Oh, I'm gonna do something incredibly stupid.
Of course you are.
Ready, go ahead. Do whatever you want. You have 2 extra die.
Not before me.
Ooh, I got a 16.
This initiative tracker gets so much different when you hit level 2 gifts.
Yeah.
Our runes get Spirit of the Fray, which is a +10 to your initiative.
Jesus.
Yeah.
God bless Faye. Faye, what are rules? Just
Oh no, that's our runes get that.
Hey, that's me.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, anyone can learn a gift, even if it's outside your. But it just costs more, and it's harder to convince someone to teach it to you.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah. So we rolled initiative.
Ooh,
Naga's got.
that is a sad that is a sad roll for him.
Yes. Yes. Oh wait. Crap.
You forget to add his extra 1 from Dex.
Yeah.
Yay.
And
we go.
Krynos.
So,
Only
Naga, what would you like to do?
Well,
Not
we're
eat.
still speeding along. I don't know.
You have the LAPD officer as the driver, and a Krynos as the shotgun, and a Krynos on the front of your car.
Well, yeah, what am I gonna do? Like, burst through the windshield and...
That's actually what I'm about to do. But
Okay.
There's a sunroof. Go through the sunroof.
If
Is
there
there a
isn't one,
sunroof?
make one.
Oh my god.
There's a sunroof. Just kick it. It doesn't work.
This is a broken car. It's probably rusty.
I...
Like it's almost a veil breach that it's working.
Naga, there's a rabid animal on our car. Please do something.
You know, she's like Brian. She can't, like, stand up in a car. Not you, Brian, but, like, Brian.
Oh,
What's the
okay.
matter with you?
I was about to say I've never stood up in a car in my life. I
From
understand.
the cartoon. Anyway, fine. Well, yeah, no, she's gonna try the windshield first.
Reasonable. I did already put my hand through the windshield, so there isn't a windshield in the front.
Is it, or is it just like cracked with like the hole in it?
Jonesy.
There's a partial remains of a windshield.
I defer to you, good sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much for
Well.
the follow, Riptorius.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So is
Thank
that
you.
a body tackle then, or a
Do
grab?
you want to get him off the car? Yes.
That's exactly what I was planning on. So, guess go for it.
I mean,
I-
because
I
like
will tell
once we
you-
get him off the car, like then we can do whatever we want on the road, and we're not trying to like balance on top of a freaking car.
Or I can
I'm
go
trying to
back and run
figure
him
out-
over.
I'm trying to figure out what's more of a veil breach: the Krynos werewolf on the front of a car going down the street, or the Krynos werewolf in the middle of the street fighting the pack.
I think
It-
at this point we should just say the veil has been breached.
Yeah, what time of day?
Let's-
is it? Because like if
let's
it's at
end
3
night,
o'clock in the
like
morning.
and then we can clean it up.
It's about 3 in the morning.
oh, okay, so there's less likely for people. Okay.
Most of the people on the streets right now are either gang members causing chaos, the police responding to the chaos caused by the gang members, and
Unfortunate civilians.
and some civilians, but most of them are taxi drivers or night shift workers or security guards, things like that who would be out this late at night. It's so late at night that even most of the party folk have gone home.
Okay, well yeah, then we're gonna get him off the car. So would that be body tackle or grapple? Or kick?
Depends on how you want to do it. If you you can try to kick him, and then but that's going to be he's less likely to go off with a kick.
So body tackle then?
Body tackle is probably going to be your best bet. What form are you doing this in? Krynos or Hispos or Lupus still?
Lupus still.
Good choice.
4 successes. Oh, I had difficulty as 7. Did you want it higher?
Yeah, actually, we're going to say the difficulty for this is going to be 9 doesn't seem unreasonable to me, honestly.
That's
Uh,
fine.
3 successes with it.
Well, then 3 successes.
Wow, how to get your raise called.
well, I'm moving car, body tackle.
No, it's
Those
fair.
are all fair things. I'm just happy.
None of
it
us are
happened.
arguing.
I'm just like,
No, it's just
laughing
awesome.
at her dice.
Yeah.
We're just
So-
laughing at the one less success with that +2 difficulty.
I see your 2 aces. I'm gonna give you a full house.
so with that,
with the other 2 aces.
from the back seat, Naga locks eyes on Harold Masters, pulls back and launches herself on the back seat, right between Oliver and Darren, landing smack in Harold's face. Let's see if Harold's gonna manage to stay on the car. The 2 of you are going to go flying off. So the 2 of you are going to go flying off the hood of the car. So luckily, because of the launching from the back seat and the angle she would have had to hit Harold with, she doesn't land directly in the path of the car. You land flying out to the left of the car. So with that, the car is going to speed past the driver's side. It's going to speed past the Krynos and Lupus Guru rolling on the ground.
Can I get a free speech? Just
Sure.
get out and help her.
That was the plan.
See,
Someone should at least say it.
I was expecting on your left.
On your left.
That would have been good.
That would have been good.
Killian, what would you like to do?
I am fumbling for some silver bullets.
Okay. So, are you specifically looking for your silver bullets, or are you just grabbing the Glock that Darren had?
I'm grabbing Darren's ready Glock.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to get the weapon, no problem. So.
Okay. Is Roy a werewolf?
No.
No, but silver bullets work on humans too.
Yep. Well, now that I have the werewolf gun, I will use normal gun to stop that car from moving by shooting the driver.
Doesn't stop the car from moving. That just stops it from being controlled.
Okay, two perhaps.
Go ahead, make me a roll.
Oh, I 2 successes to hit and for damage. I got 1 success.
One's still pretty good. If they're a human, they can't soak.
True.
So-
Guns still hurt, no matter who you are.
So with that, Kennedy, what are you gonna do?
Kennedy is going to spend a point of rage to shift to Krynos and roll out of the back seat to help Naga with Harold.
Sweet. With that, Kennedy launches herself out the car. Oliver?
I will also launch myself out of the car, and I would like to use a gift.
Okay.
I'd like to use Primal Rage. I will be taking 1 ag, and be gaining 3 rage because of it.
Wait,
Sweet.
That is a Metis gift, guys, just so you know.
wait. Darren, the engine of the car just jumped out of the car.
It doesn't. It'll last for the scene.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, you know,
Yeah,
you
I
have
have
to
to-
lose some
It
room.
did not suddenly stop. I spent the
Darren.
willpower so it lasted for the scene, which is
It
why I
can't
needed gas.
suddenly stop. It needs momentum.
Well,
Darren, your car is still functioning and still going.
Sure it is.
The SUV has, as soon as Masters launched himself, Roy has hit the brake. So you're speeding at this car going 70 miles an hour, and it's still not moving. So you're gonna hit a parked car at 70 miles an hour.
All right, so hear me
Would
out.
you like to not do that?
Actually, I would like to spend a rage to shift to Glabro,
oh God.
Smart move.
since this will it'll hopefully help me from dying on impact. But I'm just gonna hit him.
Wait, I'm not.
If I can push Riverdale out, I'll push him out. But
I've got my seatbelt on. Ah, shit.
He'll be fine. Riverdale will be fine.
yeah, if he wants to stop the car, I'll play chicken with him.
You stopped the car. I didn't. You know what that does? Stops your maneuverability.
I'm gonna become a statistic.
You're gonna become a statistic that soaked the damage from a car.
I'm in a helmet.
You can still soak.
I am going to need soak rolls from everyone in the car.
Do I get reduced damage for having my seatbelt on?
No.
You can kill if you would. I think if Jonesy allows it, you can spend a rage if you want to switch to Glabro, which would increase your smoke pool.
I'm out of angry boy points.
Oh,
No, you're not.
I believe that's a gain 1.
Yeah, actually, all of you should have gained a rage when Harold landed on the roof of the car.
Oh,
Uh,
bless.
The
Oh,
hood of the
okay.
car. So,
Yeah, good. Good sir. I would like to spend a point not to eat shit.
and so you would have gotten one when Harold. And this is my bad. But Harold would have when Harold landed on the hood of the car. You would have gotten a rage point. Now that Darren's gunning the gas at the moving car, you're freaked out enough to get another rage.
Darren, no.
And so you can spend a rage to shift.
Yeah,
Darren,
Killian
I
doesn't
have
have
very
range.
strong opinions about your driving.
You ever see a werewolf crash a car?
Aaron, you're gonna ruin the car!
Whatever, we'll give it to the trash goblin when we're done. Is it soaking for lethal damage? Is that what we're soaking for?
Yes, you're soaking for lethal damage.
God bless.
5 successes.
Oh man, any other game system, that's an awful thing to hear.
What? You're
You're soaking for lethal damage.
Vampires can soak lethal.
What's the difficulty?
Oh, I'm talking about other game systems where lethal means you're dying.
Difficulty 6. Standard diff.
Ooh, I got 1.
Wow, with that stamina? Oh boy.
Boy, indeed.
Yeah. So, Killian, you've taken 8 levels of lethal damage,
Oh yeah, I feel it.
and Darren's
Oh, you
taken
don't?
4.
Good news, everyone. You have rage healing.
How
Thanks
many
to-
did Roy take?
Roy took none. He took the ball. He doesn't get the There is no longer a bodyguard named Roy.
Oh shit.
Roy was human. He couldn't
So-
soak lethal damage.
I want
So
to
with
crash
that-
into him, and I want the cowboy hat to land on my head.
So with that, boom! Your car explodes, and the front of their car explodes as you ram into the car at 70 miles an hour, 70 plus miles an hour.
I felt
God.
Debris and pieces go everywhere. And the car you're in, actually, as it hits, the both of the cars tumble and roll a couple times down the road.
Oh,
Off in the distance, you can hear howls of combat.
I'm gonna need nighttime recovery after this.
What happens to Naga, who's on the hood?
Oh no, you're not on the hood. You and Roy flew off. You and Harold flew off the hood when you tackled him.
Okay, good.
So,
That's why
yeah.
two of us bailed.
Yes. So, yeah, when you tackled him, you both went flying off the hood of the car because you had nothing to hold on to, and he didn't have anything to hold on to once you hit him. So, but it is his go. You both did take a level of lethal. You would have taken a level of lethal from hitting the ground and rolling it off the hood of the car. So if you want to make a soak roll for that. Harold has shifted to Krynos earlier, and now he is on the ground with Naga. I am never going back! And attacks.
Eep.
He strikes you. I'm going to need a soak roll from you. Yeah, he's clawed you good. So how many did you soak, Naga? Or were you able to see that?
It says 4 successes, sorry.
Oh, no worries. Cool. You actually managed to soak it all.
That's nice.
Heck
So
yeah.
he did 4 levels of damage to you. You
This-
managed to.
This guy's
soak them all.
basically a cub with good social skills.
True.
So, with that, Naga, what would you like to do? You're toe to toe with Harold Masters.
I am going to. gonna try to body tackle him again.
Sweet.
Attack difficulty.
It should be preset.
No, I know. We changed it.
Oh, yeah, it's the normal. It's the normal.
6.
6. Yeah.
Seven.
Seven.
Body
It
tackle.
was
Sorry.
7.
Oh, 7's for body
Seven,
tackle. I
seven,
apologize.
Yeah.
I miss. 0 successes.
So you launch yourself at him, and he sidesteps out of the way. Killian, what would you like to do?
Not bleed to death.
I was gonna say, aren't you like down to incapacitated?
Am I?
1, 2,
How much- how many-
3,
how much damage
4,
did you take?
5,
I had
8.
Ocho.
8. Yeah, you're incapacitated.
Okay, yeah, I'm just a guy in a car.
Well, I'm gonna need you to make me a combat healing check because it was lethal, and
Oh,
you're
yeah.
still you haven't shifted.
What do I need for combat healing?
It's a stamina check.
Ooh,
So whatever your normal stamina is.
don't say that.
So what is your stamina normally?
Do I have to say it out loud?
I think
Yeah.
it's 6 right now in Glabro, isn't it?
Oh, that's right, I shifted, thank God.
So what's your normal stamina?
Oh, my normal stamina outside of the Glabro?
Uh huh.
Oh yeah, that's not the question I wanted to answer. I'm looking for my dots right now. Oh no, I got 4 dots of stamina. I'm not terrible.
Wow. No, God, no, not at all. So
Great
with
stamina.
in Glabro you have 6. So yeah, roll 6 dice.
Your
I do
character
that?
could legitimately run marathons without winding themselves.
Yeah.
So I just roll stamina check. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe in you, Riverdale.
I'm here.
He's like, I don't.
What's the difficulty check?
8.
For
Combat healing
8.
is going to be 8.
Hey, I got 1 success.
So you
That's
heal
enough.
you heal 1 level of damage.
Oh, lovely.
I bet
So
you that
you're-
makes you not incapacitated anymore.
Yep,
Yeah.
he's now at the wound penalty called cripple.
Crippled.
Oh, I'm so blessed.
So, with that, Kennedy, what would you like to do?
So Masters is in Krynos. So am I. Naga, and he's facing off against Naga.
Yes.
Then I'm gonna come charging at him and try to body tackle him away from my packmate.
Awesome. Go for it.
Just starting to like this girl. Leave her alone. And I'm going to. I'm gonna take one of the dice pool and spend a willpower.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. Let's see if this happens. My name Krynos. Make sure I'm set in the right form. Yes. Okay. Here goes nothing. That will be 4 successes because of the dice, because of the willpower.
Okay.
That will be 4 successes for the damage. And I would like to spend a rage. I meant to say that before I made my attack roll, but
Oh, I'm not surprised. Yeah.
this feels like the time.
I agree.
So with that, yeah, you go and attack him. He's gonna make a stamina check. Soak
Yep.
that.
Smoke him if you got him.
He's gonna try.
I mean, he's got a reasonable chance of soaking at least some of it.
So with that, boom, you slam into him, and you knock a little bit of the wind out of him, but he's definitely still up and about. Brings us
I
to
wasn't expecting to take him down. I was just trying to get him away from my packmate.
yeah, and you managed to just slam into him and shove him away from your packmate. Oliver, what would you like to do?
I'm going to spend 2 rage for the turn because I have a whole lot of excess right now.
Yeah, that's true.
And I will close distance and claw.
Sweet.
I will spend a willpower for the attack on the attack roll. So 4 successes to hit.
Let's hit.
Okay. And damage with 3 over. He takes 5 ag.
Ow.
Okay. Yeah, you claw into him, tear out a bunch of fur and meat and muscle, and he yells out a howl in pain, and he's definitely hurt and bleeding pretty badly. Darren, what would you like to do?
Well, I would like to crawl out of the wreckage of the car and do some combat healing myself.
Okay. So make me that combat healing check. As you're doing that, you're doing the roll. You see that several members of the pack have shown up. Several members of the Sept have shown up. They're currently engaging in combat just a little bit farther down the street with a bunch of the gang members, who are throwing Molotov cocktails and things like that at them, and they've gone Krynos as well. So at this point,
Well,
fuck it,
Nice.
the veil's gone. Yeah.
everybody's doing it.
Well, you know, we can clean up a veil breach if we survive. Otherwise, it doesn't matter.
I mean,
Um,
once the one Krynos is noticed, a second doesn't matter.
So, Darren, you made a roll, and it looks like you were successful. So, since for combat healing, you can heal 1 at a time. So you lose 1 level of damage,
Cool.
and you're able to get yourself out of the flaming wreckage of the car.
Yeah, if I can go around the side and help Riverdale out, I'll help him out of the car too.
Yeah, you pull Riverdale out. As you pull Riverdale out away from the car, what was left of the cars, the damage and fire have finally hit the gas tanks, and they explode, because of course they do.
Was it a John Woo movie?
because
Yes.
it's cinematic.
Actually, I don't think I've heard anyone talk about reloading. So yeah.
That's where all
It's-
the doves are, isn't it?
Michael Bay. Kennedy, Harold is really mad at you and wants to attack you. Harold's going to spend rage this round.
Uh-huh.
I would
Lots of
hope
rage
so.
this round. Lots of rage this round. So first off, let me. Sweet. Yep. He attacks Kennedy. Is trying to claw her face off. He succeeds. I need you to make me a soap roll, please.
I would prefer not to.
Reasonable.
I will soak 3.
And you will take 1.
Okay.
Awesome.
And that is like, well,
That was a claw attack, yes. Because, yeah, he doesn't have anything fancy.
Unlike us.
well
So
he's
not-
not trying to bring us in alive.
Yes. And he's ranting and raving at this point. I'm not going in. They're not taking me back. I'm never
Silver-
going back.
Silver only incapacitates them.
He's like, I'm never going back. No. The fangs, the teeth, the blades. And just,
We could have done this peacefully.
Naga, what would you like to do?
Is that bottom of the round?
Oh,
Yep.
yes, it was.
So we've got some
Sorry, rage actions.
Oliver, you had higher initiative than I did, didn't you? No, you didn't.
No, you do. I have one less than you.
Okay. I mean, I really didn't want to kill him, but I just got a claw.
It's fine.
Just get him to crippled status. It'll be easier to deal with.
So I'm going to return the favor and just snarl, red fur flying wildly and little bits of blood from where his claws scraped me flying. Just reach around and slash out of my claws. I will spend another willpower because, yeah.
That seems valid.
Seems like a good use of temper.
All right, that will be 4 successes. And oh my god, that will be 10 successes on my damage roll.
Oh yeah, you didn't want to kill him, right?
So with that,
Luckily, he
Ca-
can soak that.
That's
Candy.
so much damage. That's so much damage.
so Candy, how does he die?
Oh no!
You made me do this.
Oh wait, does he rage heal?
He dies.
Oh shit!
So yeah, Kennedy's just on pure instinct after she got clawed and blood drawn and could feel, that it wasn't going to heal, and just rears back and takes her claw and just jams it right underneath his sternum, up in the claws digging into his heart.
Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Sweet. And with that, as you
It's totally instinctive, and she didn't, she wasn't going for a kill shot, but it was just. "Rah!"
as you pull your bloody claw out of it, and his body drops to the ground, you see Shadowpad staring at him, full of rage. You know she was about to leap at him and kill him herself.
Fair enough.
Fair.
I will spend my excess rage to switch to Hamid.
So with that, we're going to drop out of combat. So with that, the rest of the pack is able to stave off the rest of the gang members. With Roy and Masters dead, it's easy to rout the rest of them. They're probably doing as well as they were because they're all hyped on PCP and cocaine and stuff, which is why they didn't totally freak out when they saw Krynos Guru.
Fair.
So that's where we'll end this evening.
It's now
Next.
headcanon to me that Hunter the Gathering is just a bunch of people on hard drugs fighting monsters.
Jesus, that is actually one of them.
Yeah.
How do you cope? Drugs.
So yeah, with that, thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. That was pretty intense and pretty awesome. So with that, a couple closing announcements. Thank everyone who followed us this evening. It was super awesome and nice of you, and we appreciate that. We also have an awesome game tomorrow night. Our Mutants and Masterminds Golden Age Monster Noir mashup is happening. Titan City Chronicles, the murder,
The Bayside Murders.
Bayside Murders. I was close. That's actually GM'd by our one and only Darren, so he's pretty awesome.
I crash a lot less cars in that serial.
I mean, it's not like he did any more damage to the car than already was. I was literally keeping it together with duct tape and paper clips.
With magic.
With magic. Same difference, right? Duct tape, paper clips, magic.
Yes. Other than that, last other big announcement is several of our GMs will be helping out at UConn this November, and so registration has gone up live for that. If you'd like to play with some of our GMs and stuff, it's a totally free online convention. So just go to UConn.com, I believe.
I think it's UConnGaming.com, I think. If you look up UConn, you should be able to track that.
It's
Come to our Discord. We'll have the link in the Discord.
Yeah.
Yep. U as the letter U. Con. So with that, thank everyone for joining in tonight, and look forward to next week as we deal with the fallout and yeah. And this is Sept, as the Sept recovers from a would-be assault by Wayward Guru. So
Have a beautiful time, everybody.
so.